How it do, how it be, how it is, everybody. Welcome in and welcome back. Hope everybody had a good weekend. We're diving right back into Terraform, our 18th episode, where we got a couple months left before we hit the halfway point of this campaign. So there's stuff a-brewing and things that need a-doing. I'm very excited. I'm Sir Feffers, the humble dungeon master of the Longshot table, and we just started a podcast revolving around these three, soon-to-be 4 campaigns. You can find that as Longshot Insight Check. It's on Spotify, it's on YouTube. You can find it on the normal places. Speaking of the YouTube, if you'd like to get caught up on these 3 soon-to-be 4 weekly streamed campaigns, you can head over to the YouTube Longshot. Feel free to hit the subscribe over there. It does wonders for us. We are able to get that ad revenue and all that good stuff. If you're interested in joining our community, we have a Discord. It is phenomenal. The people there are as wholesome as they are chaotic, and most importantly, we have bingo.
Bingo.
And that's the part where CB usually goes bingo.
Bingo!
Speaking of, I didn't do volume checks. CB, could I get a little more volume from you? What else? What else?
Yell bingo one more time.
You want more volume from me?
Bingo!
You never want more volume from me.
I stand corrected. My volume was down on my end.
Okay, I'm like, I don't know if you want it,
Apologies
though.
to everyone involved.
I'm dying
It's on my
inside.
bingo card.
What else? The Instagram is phenomenal, and our amazing mod Annie chops up moments from these campaigns and puts them over there. Feel free to go over there for some crack edits. She puts in really funny text commentary, and it makes me giggle every time. There's a Patreon if you're interested. Soon the podcast episodes, as well as the YouTube episodes, will be up like a day prior in the earlier spots, as well as opportunities to be on off-stream one-shots, seats at the Longshot table, and I will sit down and personally teach you how to DM like moi. I'm not saying you'll be better, I'm saying you'll be different. And finally, the amazing art is done by none other than our phenomenal Taylor and Tracy. And you can find, you should follow all these amazing creators. You can see them tagged below. That's just to their very, bless you. You only get one, blessings don't stack. Silent judgment on the second sneeze. And dude, please support them. And speaking of supporting them, Taylor, would you like to go first? Tell us all about this amazing thing called Heinefall.
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Taylor and Tracy. You can find me everywhere as Taylor and Tracy. I am the game master of Heinefall. Check us out on heinefall.com. We are a ever-growing, bigger and bigger LARP here in Texas. We actually just had an expedition this last weekend where it was the Crownless Royals versus the Torwraith Guild, and the Crownless Royals were trying to take back a castle from their past and their times. So it's been a blast. It was lots of fun battles. It's lots of times. If I am seeming a little tired, it's just because game mastering for 160 people per weekend is a little bit tiring. But I love it, and you'll love it too. If you come join the Discord, check us out. I play Robin, so I have a giant cup of coffee today. This is my tree coffee. It's wonderful, and I love it, and I'm gonna drink all of it. I play Robin. She is the tiefling rogue druid. She's a wildfire druid that is learning that she has druid powers. She always just thought those were wishes from what her intentions and manifestations, wishing on stars, wishing on dandelions, stuff like that. So she's growing into her powers and her age. She is 17, just on the cusp of becoming 18. Her birthday is almost here. And a lot of the decisions and what she's learning from the other characters in this campaign shape how she is going to be by the end of the campaign. So it's really fun when players try to gaslight her. In love and kindness. obviously. She's going to play a very angsty teen today and is going to be very upset at Sika, but please know that I love Shane. So I'm going to pass it off to Shane.
Hi, everyone. My name's Shane Whalley. It's nice to meet you. I play Sika, the College of the Road Bard Luminen, who is really excited to get to Pardon so he can try and find Amethyst. A little bit of that is mixed with worry because of finding one of her gloves. Wanting to make sure that she's okay, but still super excited to make sure that the party gets the stuff that he saw and can help them out with anything that they need, of course. As mentioned,
My apologies. Let me get rid of the solo stream notifications. Shut up, past self.
As mentioned in our previous episode, when it came to the end, Sick is still fighting with a lot of turmoil of being in the ethereal, dying, stuff like that. New powers being unlocked, new information, finding another Luminen, things like that. Having Soren there as well. It's just a lot. But still, nothing's gonna top this rabbit coming for him. I'm sure that it'll make its way one day towards him.
US Phoenix, thank you for the follow. Don't want you to think I'm not grateful. Very much am. Who's next?
Bam.
Hi, I'm Ben Brainard, and I have opinions. I saw Captain America: Brave New World recently. Gave it a 3.8 out of 5. Wasn't bad. It was fun. It's a Marvel movie. I don't think anyone's gonna watch it and leave going, well, that was a waste of my time. They're gonna leave and go, cool fight stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, it also contextually gave it a higher score because Marvel needed to slow down, and that's what this movie felt like. It felt like they took a deep breath and they went, okay, let's see where we're at. It felt like I was watching Iron Man 1 again, or like the first Captain America movie, where everything kind of felt
How was this an
like...
intro, my guy?
I have opinions. This is an intro. I also saw Mickey 17. Mickey 17 was phenomenal. I'm gonna give that a 4.1 out of 5, and you should go watch that. Also, I watched Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania,
Ben.
and it's my favorite Star Wars movie. Anyway, I am playing Zito Barbera, the Path of the Knuckle Sandwich Barbarian, and boy, does he want to retire, and he finally has the guy who has literacy. So we have to figure out how the literacy can get out of the chalk zone. CB!
What's your favorite movie?
I don't know.
What did you think of the Ant-Man and the Wasp?
I didn't watch it. Hi, Omega here, also known as CritBard. Pronouns are he and they. I just got hit with a bout of lethargy, which is why I am downing this fucking Red Bull right now. So I apologize if my energy is low. It just hit. Also, it's very cold down here, and it's very hot upstairs. So the heat isn't on because hot upstairs, but it means it's very cold down here. I play Kazric, the Apothecary Alchemist, which is a class and subclass from Mage Hand Press. Shout out to them. Not sponsored, just love them. Which means I make things like potions, salves, poisons, and most importantly, bombs, while I search for the meaning of
Christmas.
something. Yeah, I guess. Trying to make this world better without resorting to reanimation and other aspects, which is why he's very much still not happy about Hollick's dead form being so close to them. Had a moment with Zito about things, and now they're learning about what essence can do. But we've run into a creature thing, unless it happened already. Pretty sure we ended with initiative.
The hands?
No,
We already fought the hands.
Yeah.
not the hand. I swear something else happened.
Yes, thank you. So.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Gil, go. I swear something else happened though.
No, you're good. I got you. So, Bob, roll initiative. The the nighttime woods have issued a strange. Let me turn that down. That strange laughter, that strange giggling, screaming, has been seen out in the woods, or heard. Good God, out in the woods, and
I see the laughter.
and the party prepares themselves. We have a 12 and a 12 from Sika and Robin.
Do I have Reggie right now? We missed the week and it's throwing me all off.
My dex is a 1.
My dex is a 2.
Do I have Reggie? I think I. Yes, because we would have. Yes, I think I do have Reggie. I think I do. Chat will correct me if I don't, but I'm pretty sure I do have Reggie. I got something. Hold on. Scroll back up.
Okay, thank you for the sub with Prime.
I have advantage on initiative rolls.
Okay.
I rolled 2 1s.
Well,
How does
thank you
that
for the
feel?
nat 1 on my bingo card.
Dang it.
Also,
I'll
I have
take
roll
the
initiative
second.
twice.
I'll take the second one. That's 2? That's a 2 total?
Boy.
Permission to let Nop roll initiative separate from me.
Denied.
Yeah, all right. Sorry, Nop, I tried.
Okay. As the laughter drifts off, you are surprised when not some horrifying entity, not some crazy demented fey thing comes out, but soldiers.
Yeah.
And they seem to already have a bead on your location.
What? What?
Soldiers of...
Soldiers of Pardon.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
The city.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Okay.
The one in the lead steps out. And he goes, "There they are. Spread out. They've evaded us before. You've got a singular chance to give us our Lord Holic, or you will be put to the torch."
That's actually why we're here.
Okay.
Yeah. We were bringing
Yeah.
Holic to you guys to help.
They're kind of looking at you guys. And do you have him exactly?
He's wrapped up.
He's very pristinely wrapped up. Very shown with much care and ritual.
Well, the upper half of them, at least.
Yeah, the upper half of
Sika
him,
used
yes.
Sika used some of his finer fabrics to make sure that he was taken care of.
Okay. As they continue to spread out, the one in the lead is a minotaur and has these golden hooves and this wicked looking flail, multiple heads on it, in this kind of keychain ring kind of looking thing. As he kind of moves forward, as the other soldiers begin to fan out around the sides.
Can you stop doing that, please? Thank you. We've had a long time. You don't need to surround us. We're working with you. Also, I don't know who you are. Sorry. Hi.
Then where is
Zito
Uh,
will step forward and be like, unfortunately, he was a prisoner of war held by, what was the name of the people?
Wild Hunt.
The Wild Hunt.
The Wild
The
Hunt.
Wild Hunt. And
They all
by the
exchange
time we were
glances.
able to separate him from the Wild Hunt, this is all that remained.
You present the
Please.
corpse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, if we would have left him, he would have been 10 times worse than this.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That's
Let me peep the
Very
passive
true.
perception.
He's
16. Highest. Oh, 21. Sika.
Hi.
you hear one of the soldiers go, "Oh, we're fucked. We're so fucked. We're so dead. Give him to us now."
what do I do with this information? Oh my gosh. So the soldier kind of like, where was his position would be?
He's kind of like dead center of you guys, about 40 feet away, and moving and kind of like RP walking towards you guys. You know what I mean? Like,
I want to clock eyes with him as he said that.
oh, the one that you heard is off to the right, and you kind of
Okay.
look to him.
Yeah, so I just want to clock him as I say that and just look at him.
Shit.
And I want to... Oh, can I do this? I'm going to silently intimidate him with a stare.
Is this an ability you have?
No, I just want to just like look at him and he says, "Oh, we're fucked." So I'm assuming he's a little bit scared at this point, and I want more information. This is my goal. And so I'm hoping by intimidating him, he may slip up.
Roll an insight check.
Okay.
really quickly, does the Minotaur have a name?
Yes, but you don't know it.
17.
He's not scared of you.
No?
No,
Okay, cool.
he's scared of someone else.
Hi.
Zito step forward with body in one hand and then other hand raised and be like, we are on the same side and we need to de-escalate this situation now. I have been tasked by Lady Elsro to find some people, and I have found them. During my mission, I also found Lord Hollick. Unfortunately, it was too late.
Roll persuasion.
Can I say it menacingly and make it intimidation instead?
I say it
It
menacingly.
didn't look like menacingly. It looked like
No, no,
hold
I'm-
on, soothe, de-escalate. So no.
Could
why did
I
put
stand
this
with him
dice in-
and assist him in a way with his persuasion and just be like, this is why we treated him with such respect when we found his body?
I would say you're busy trying to mean mug the guy on the right.
Okay.
If one of the rest of you like raises your hands with me, maybe.
I don't.
Robin did do that.
Ow.
Yeah,
Yep,
I was like
Robin
Robin
is
about
here.
myself, maybe because Kadrick looks annoyed.
Robin's here like this, and she's just gonna like pat Cedo on the back and cast guidance.
Okay.
She's here doing like cross fingers, like crossing her toes. Like, I hope this goes well.
Guidance is a D4.
Yeah,
Okay.
A differ.
a dipper.
Okay, because right now we're sitting at an 8.
Cool.
on this
Oh,
first
gosh.
Can I give him a bardic inspiration while I'm busy? Is
no,
that
you
possible?
nope. Sorry,
it.
buddy. You're doing stuff.
That is a 10 on the persuasion check.
So he sees that you're not trying to escalate things and that you are actively trying not to fight. He does not trust you. You have his lord's corpse, and so he's going to gesture with the tower shield he's got on the other hand and go, "Put him down and walk away."
Can we stop with the forceful words? They don't really resonate as well. Hi, I'm down here.
Oh.
Unfortunately,
I'm
in
rolling
times
for
of
this.
war, the forceful words are really the only words possible.
It's like not necessary. We're like being kind. I could just blow this guy up right now, but I'm clearly not doing that.
As Rick.
No,
I'm
no, no,
not.
no, no,
I'm not
no,
doing
no.
anything. I'm saying we're doing the words. You want to do words, so fine. With words, I tell you I can blow you up, but I'm not doing that.
Zito, are you complying? Are you like?
Zito, yeah. Zito will put him down
Yeah, you put him down.
and
You
back,
back up.
Did I get a vibe that, like, was there any sort of reaction from them when I mentioned the wild hunt?
Yes, they all like exchanged a glance.
Okay. I'll place him down and take a step back and be like, happy to share any information about the wild hunt that I gather.
What do you know of the Inquisition? We saw them fly out as they start moving up, and one of them quickly, like once you back about 10 feet away, he's gonna run forward and pull out a spell scroll and start undoing the. Man, this is really nice silk. He's gonna start opening it up and start pulling out some diamonds.
That won't do anything.
If Sika's going to now put his attention, since he's touching the fabric, if that's all right, and be like, I strongly suggest whatever you're doing, you stop.
The one who had rushed forward kind of goes. The one who might be risking his life goes. Why?
Well, one, don't waste your ingredients. I can help him back. But there's a chance that he may be turning into a monstrosity.
Notes.
What was the name that we
Don't
were
tell
going
me.
with?
Don't
Ooh,
tell me. I'm
ooh.
looking for my notes. I wrote it down. Where you at? Shit. Did I not write it? Nori.
Yeah.
Wait, Nori.
Chat remembers.
A lesson?
A lesson.
You say Leshen, and you watch the color drain from this soldier's face. And he kind of steps back a little bit, and the CB, you were so bummed. I'll tell you, his name is Guildshod. The Minotaur kind of says
Guild
so-
what?
Guildshod.
Shod. Thank you.
Soldier, you better get that spell moving. As he's going to step up and give him a direct order. Soldier's gonna look at you. Look at Guildshod.
If he comes back, it's a lesson. I'm just saying, like, I can do this without you wasting your regions.
They'd kill me.
Okay.
If I,
No, I don't want you to die, sir.
he's
I
going
want you to live.
Yeah, he's going to spread it out and activate the spell.
I'm just gonna. Now I'm officially standing right next to Zito. Also reaching into my bag, and starting to prepare just in case the thing becomes a problem.
Yeah, Zito's gonna stand up to Guild Sean right over his face and go, stand down.
Roll intimidation.
Can I assist? Because I have a bomb in my hand.
Yes.
Okay, I put the other.
It's a bomb. I have to. I kind of have to.
We're not doing this. We tried.
Fear for your life factors coming in.
That is a 3 and a 16. 16 plus 23 intimidation.
Very nice.
Nicely done.
Your boy's good at the intimidation.
Heck
It's
yeah.
not
the-
normal
not the
that
persuasion.
Guildshod has someone eye level with him. And so he's used to looming, and you can see that he's trying to loom and he's unable, and it kind of shakes him a little. And as you kind of meet his energy and just show that you are a wall, he goes, Magebreaker,
Mage breaker.
there's not a scar on your back, is there?
What is he implying? with
He's
that?
implying that you are no coward and you have never run from a fight.
Scar on your back. Get it. No one had to track you as you're running. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Thought of it myself. like 2 weeks ago. I'm so excited to say it.
And even if there was, you wouldn't get a chance to check.
Ooh. Bars.
Stand down. And the other soldiers, kind of lower their weapons a bit. You hear a rustle.
I would also put my hand down in front of Kazrick's bag, just to let him know we're good.
You see, like, the base of its here. I just need to add one thing to it. And just like,
Also, you do have Reggie back. I remembered because you put the thing in him.
yes, I did. Yes. Just.
The
There's a lot more at play here.
I think
There's a lot more at play here, and I fear the best course of action is to get all information on the table first.
Also, as far as that thing, Holic, him, I think also the plan is like to see if someone could like maybe not let him turn into a Leshen, because we don't know if just our magics would do that. So, you know, if you want your friend back who tried to kill us multiple times, just to say that out loud, then you should probably not do it like that. You should let us do our job.
The revivification spell, not the,
Oh.
it's not a revive spell. It's one of the bigger ones. One of the greater
Like
Resurrection.
Yeah, like resurrection does not work.
I'm not using that spell.
I was.
Oh, sorry.
You're
Okay,
good.
sorry. I got lost there. Sorry.
You're good. There's a moment where two things happen. That happens, and you hear crossbows being de-strung in the woods. And you realize this was just the vanguard. And people start calling out, all clear. Annie, you can post a picture of Guildshad in the Discord. Thank you. And there's a quiet terror that comes over the group as the spell doesn't work.
Ooh.
Sorry, the group being my group, not you, not y'all.
Right.
Yeah, Kazrick has a crush. No, he doesn't. But that's cool.
May I make a suggestion? Zita's talking to Guildshad. Zito talking to Guildshad. May I make a suggestion? I am Zito Barbera, Matebreaker.
You're Zito Barbera. The Zito Barbera.
Barbera. And yes, does my reputation preceding me put me at a happier or a sadder place right now? It has been both in the past.
He takes a small step back.
What's the vibe? Is he scared of Zito?
He's scared of Zito.
He's scared of the legend of Zito.
Yeah.
In a sense. Zito will acknowledge this, but won't say or do anything about it, and will just proceed with what he was going to say.
Growth.
I recommend that you and I take a sidebar, and I can fill you in on our journey and our mission, and we let your cleric, wizard, your
He looks at you pitifully.
magic person, and my two trusted compatriots, I point at Sickett and Kazric. If there are two people that I trust more than anything to bring a dead man back to life, right now in this particular context, it is these two. Let these three discuss. You, myself, and Robin here can go over mission brief.
Looks to Robin. How does the tiefling come into this? Everyone give us space. And you watch a lot of other soldiers. You see a lot of the other soldiers kind of take a bit of a they stay within eyesight. They stay within view, but they do back up a bit.
Not so
Remind-
much the tiefling herself, but the tiefling that she is carrying.
Remind me real quick, Marshall Ryx, is he on Pardon's side?
He is not. He is Pardon is under House Thorn. House
Right.
Ryx is a whole other house from far away.
Oh, okay. Okay,
But
then
the
I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna
Ashfall name is working under Thorn and was stationed in Pardon. So
The Ashfall name
Zito's-
was with the Mage Breakers and
right.
does not fall directly under Lady Elsro. He kind of showed up and said, "I've been sent to investigate," and got sent out.
Gotcha. Okay.
Robin was just gonna say that she's important because she's working on getting a title from Marshall Ryx. But if that name doesn't carry here, then she won't say it.
I mean, a lord's name is a lord's name. It's just not necessarily within the immediate command structure.
Yeah. She'll keep it to herself for now.
Yeah. Who is with you guys, by the way?
Oh, he hasn't had a chance to take off yet?
I don't believe so, no.
Ilan?
Ellen, yeah, Ellen Ryx.
Ellen?
Ilan
okay.
should still be
'Cause
with
he-
us.
With you guys
Ellen
is
should still be with us.
with you guys is
Last I heard, I got him to write me a letter saying that I did the thing because he wasn't going to come into the city with us. He was going to go off on his own. But I guess that part hadn't.
I thought we were traveling together, then we were splitting. but
Yes.
I don't think we
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
split
gonna
yet.
part ways with you
Okay.
guys, but hasn't done so yet.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
thing. Good.
Oh, okay.
Solid.
Well, then I
recap.
would also bring
Okay.
Ilan.
You guys noticed that hell of a Thea not around.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Locke is,
Yep.
but he's kind of doing the "I'm just a dumb kid. I don't know what's going on. You know, I don't know what's going on. You know, kind of a bit. Yeah, there is a suspicious mouse running around near whoever's farthest from the center.
That makes sense.
Robin was
I said
definitely
task, I meant
like.
Locke.
You said
You said
Locke.
Locke.
Okay.
Robin was definitely like in that whole interaction. She was just kind of like stepping to make sure she was close to Soren, and she was kind of like taking her like still mirrored hand and was just kind of like grabbing, cloak edge of cloak to be like, okay, make sure I don't lose this. So when Zito brings up who's with her, she's like, "Eek." Ah. She's not gonna say more because she does not know what Zito is planning and doing, and she doesn't want to mess it up.
Guildshot is going to look to Zito. We need to take this. We need to take Holic. Sounds like you all have done Pardon a service. and not only assisted with against the wild hunt, but helped save our lord. We, and this is where you make an insight check, we will be taking him. You should all head straight to the Obsidian Keep with all haste to report, implying he himself is not.
Okay, I rolled an 18 plus 2, dirty 20 insight.
Can
I got
roll
those
an
2 natural
insight?
ones out of the way, man.
Yeah.
I got a nat 20.
Good God. You
For
get the
24,
vibe.
or 23.
The two of you realize he can't come home with a dead Holic.
Fair.
And so he has to go revive Holic by his own means, because he's the personal guard of Holic. This is how they were able to find Holic, because they were able to cast spells of scrying of location, and were able to hunt down Holic after he went, quiet. But there's something more that I was not going to at all explain to the party yet. But there's a bit of a panic in his like deep-seated. There's a I'm on the back foot for reasons I can't explain. There's something bigger going on that I'm afraid of. Likely it is the fact that the elves and the Warforged are in league with Lady Elsro. So I'm so sorry. He is aware of this, but he can't talk about this. It might be that only he knows. It might be that only certain people know. And I'm gonna give a little more, because we had a dirty 20 and a nat 20 for a 23. I don't know how I would explain this with an insight check, actually.
That's okay.
Well, you can maybe have us piece it together.
There's a ticking... There's a fuse. There's a ticking clock that...
He's rushed.
He's rushed. Almost as if certain things can't happen until they have Holic back.
They need to get Holic back.
They
in full
need to
effect.
get Holic back.
And without Holic being what he should be, things are going left field very, very quickly.
Something bad will happen. For them. Well,
It's very clear that Holic being half dead has ruined every plan that they had.
Yeah.
but specifically the bad guy's plan of the elves that are gonna attack and his mom who's planning
That
to
we don't know
destroy
yet,
the
but
city.
yeah, it seems like if they need Holic fully.
We 100% know the elves are going to come to attack because
No,
that's
no,
what
no.
Helivathea was.
We know that. We don't know why they need Holic back. That's what I'm saying.
No. But
Yeah.
I was saying they need Holic back. The bad guys need Holic back to do
Oh.
bad things.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, are we sure that Guild is on the side of Lady Elstro?
With your
That's what we just
with both of y'all's
incited.
crazy insight checks, I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
He seems to be the
I
only
wasn't sure
soldier
if it was
in
just
on
like
this plan.
we know he knows, or if it was like we know he knows, and
It's
he's,
implied
like,
by how
about
he
it.
got all the other soldiers to leave,
Yeah.
so that he
Okay.
could have a personal
also, this
personal
is
control
only-
of the narrative.
Yeah. So we're clear.
Yeah.
Also, this is just Zito and Robin having the conversation. Sika and Kazric are with cleric, wizard, magic guy, according to how Zito.
Yep, yep.
I'm doing my best not to step in.
I was just explaining the words. This isn't Kazric saying shit.
Can I say a compliment to you, Shane?
Yeah.
You have easily been the most bardic bard. You have nailed bard to a T.
Really?
To a T. Because any bard would be like, "Ba-da-dun. I would like to be in the center. I would like to be in the conversation. I want to know the tea." You know.
I just watch it, and then I'm also looking at all the diamonds in the region.
You found the perfect class for you. It's a shoo-in. It's so good.
Thank you. That's so kind. Oh my god. I feel good.
Time is of
So
the
just
essence.
the last thing he said to us was that we need to go to the Obsidian Keep.
Yes.
Okay.
And I am going to, as thanks, and out of respect for the blood in your wake, forget what the goblin said about Hollick fighting you. Multiple times. I cannot say the same for my lord.
What are
It
you
would
where?
be wise to also
Sorry,
not
what was
forget.
Robin saying? That
Oh, my
That's
bad.
okay. Where are you going to take him?
a safe place. A secret place.
I don't really think that I fully trust that you're going to take this dead body, well, that you're hoping to bring back, and not just be like, they were the fault. And like, we don't have like a letter of pardon from you. We don't have like a way to enter. You're just gonna, I'd rather go with you to make sure that he gets to the safe place.
I believe you when you say you don't trust us. He's gonna nod to the soldiers who are going to step forward to collect the body.
So can I go with you?
No.
I would like to go with you.
You have already seen that your magic will not work.
If I do not play my cards just right, I will be killed. I will be executed. So, I understand. But no, you may not.
You were literally just about to kill us if we didn't play our cards right.
That might have to be put back on the table.
Oh
He
my
gives
goodness, you're so
a
grumpy.
worried look at Zito.
What the commander is trying to say is that right now he sees us as opponents across the table holding two separate hands. But what I see is the same deck of cards.
I just see
Either
a lot of people
use-
that I don't trust.
Either you can choose to use all of the cards in your hand, or you can go all in.
While this is happening,
Okay.
and I guess before they start collecting shit, potentially with the help of Sika, because especially if we go over, did the body change, or is there any differences after the resurrection attempt? Did the magic? Can I tell how the magic didn't permeate? Is it because it's no longer a creature or a humanoid? Like, he's just trying to ascertain.
Yeah, it's because
good
he is
for us
no
to-
longer a humanoid. He is now a undead. He is a
But he's
slain
not-
undead. He is a corpse.
But did we? I have to ask this. Did we
You're fine.
ascertain that Leshens aren't necessarily undead? They're just something different.
That's
because
true.
they don't proc in the same way that I've seen stuff with my mom.
So was he
Good
undead
point.
when he died?
So he was mutating into a Leshen
Yeah.
and then perished.
Okay, so he wasn't undead before he died.
Basically.
Is it more like aberration?
It's more like monstrosity.
Monstrosity. Okay. That makes more sense. Cool.
And dark magic. Like this is like
Yeah.
not like a curse, but curse adjacent. Oh, you can call it a curse, but I wouldn't.
And if I don't think I think I tried to ascertain what I knew about Leshen, but I don't think I ascertained if I've ever heard of anybody reverting from this via any type of means.
No. You realize you might be looking at a couple of dead men.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look at this priest person, whoever they are. Because Kazik's probably like, doing his own inspection, like picking things, storing it, just trying to do some stuff. And he just again, I don't really have any tie to pardon and you all, so I don't really care what happens from here. But you can't bring him back, right? It's a hard not happening.
We can't.
No, let me rephrase that. It is highly improbable that anyone has the capabilities, magical or mundane, to bring back this monstrosity.
Take a whole deep breath.
You need to have, like, I don't know,
Make
there's power that can rewrite reality, but I kind of doubt you have that since you're working for someone like Alec. That's not reality I want to be a part
make
of.
a perception check. Kazric.
Okay.
Sika, make an insight check. Because you're there as well and kind of listening in.
No, I doubt my buddy can help me. Or can he?
For a perception check?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, Reggie can also perceive, but I don't think we've ever played it that he can help you with a perception
Yes,
check.
he
is
has.
That he can
That
make
is
his
what-
own perception.
If he has before, then we can.
Just to say, be abundantly clear, Reggie has better perception than Kazric does.
Gotcha. He can. The issue is that he can't talk. You know what I mean?
Reggie cannot talk now.
Yeah, he can give an alarm. You know what I mean? But he
yeah,
can't be like, "Here's what I saw out of my crazy perception."
He and I can communicate.
Oh,
Absolutely.
well, fuck me.
Yes.
Apologies.
Reggie and Kazric absolutely communicate. It's just always mental.
Gotcha. My B.
But he does not speak out loud. Yes.
And insight or perception for me again, sorry.
Insight. So yeah, CB, you may have advantage.
All right. Cool.
11.
4 on that die. Well, that makes it a dirty
11.
20.
Yeah.
Sorry, 19.
19.
Yes.
You see a chain around his neck, like a necklace. And as he had been leaning over and doing the spell, the amulet of Ahraden, the goddess Ahraden, had came out and just peeked out from the side. And Sika, you realize with an 11, you say?
Yeah. It could be more if he did perception, since I'm looking right at him.
Nope. It's possible that this cleric might be under duress. He might have been brought along.
Oh,
Really quick,
and like,
what's the goddess's name?
Ahraden. Ahraeden. Ahraeden.
And what's the goddess of?
The goddess of rest.
Interesting.
Yes, which has many, many angles to be interpreted, and depending on what
Interesting.
church you go to throughout the lands, it might be something different. On the other side of the bridge, the city there is predominantly ruled by the Church of Ahraden, and they have like these holy coral reef gardens that they worship, and they do last rites there and
right,
stuff like
right.
that.
A coral reef being the
Right.
ultimate resting place is actually really cool. Continue.
you.
I'm interested
The
in
party
doing
almost
something.
drowned there multiple times.
I'm interested in doing something. How close? So like they're having a conversation. They're pretty much intent. Like Zito, Rob, and them are very focused in their conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
The other guards, how far away are they from us?
The other guards have very much spread out. You can still see them, some of them, but a lot of them have spread out to secure the perimeter and stuff like that. You've
Okay.
kind of just got this one cleric with you, and you're directly next to him.
Awesome.
And Catherine.
So Sika is going to piece together what you said about he's probably under duress, that he's like this, but also saying he told me himself they will kill him. And so Sika is going to look down and just see like what is the priest doing in this exact moment, would you say?
I would say he's bundling up what he was going to lay out. Like he had a ceremony, and so he's putting away his incense. And you do note that he like puts away his medallion, that's around his neck, and you don't really see the medallion. You just see that he kind of fiddles with something around his neck, but he's a cleric of some kind.
So Sika is going to take this opportunity to see that the wraps of Halak are undone, and the guy's putting this away. And so Sika is going to be like, "Oh well, let me help you with this. Don't do it all on yourself." And he's very pleasant in the way he's addressing this situation. And he gets down to his side, the guy's side, not across to his side, and starts helping to bandage the wraps, and starts to whisper to him.
He goes, "Oh, thank you."
Of course. Are you in danger?
Oh my God, yes, I'm in danger. Raiden's blessings, get me the fuck out of here. I'm so scared.
I will help you as best as I can. What are they wanting to do right now?
They're gonna take him to our church in Pardon, and they're gonna have the head of the church there attempt a very high level spell, but we don't have any say in it. There's something strange going on in the... Can you guys hear me? There's something strange going on in the city of Pardon. Things have shifted over the past couple of days. It doesn't make any sense. The Obsidian Keep is closed. They've closed the doors to the town hall. No one's allowed in without special permission.
Why are they telling us to go there then if it's all closed?
They'll let you in.
Okay. Okay. We are going to get you out of here.
My name's Thompson.
Thompson, I'm Sika. It's lovely to meet you. I would like you to know that... And he's like really sincere this. You're going to be safe. And
Okay.
I need to know, is your high priest involved in whatever is happening?
I don't know.
If you were to bet on it in any sense, what would your gut tell you? Because at this point, I believe he is. They are.
He is a fair man, but he can be harsh at times. I don't think he is.
Okay.
Really quickly, did you say Pardon has shifted over the past weeks or days?
Days.
Thank you.
Like
Continue.
since the party left.
Yep.
So,
Just doing the notes.
where... Yeah, I'm going to be as quick as I can about this, but do you need us to take you to the bridge? Do you need to get away?
They won't let me go. Just get me out
If
later.
I could get... Okay.
We'll be at the church. That's the secret place.
Okay. I will... Is there a way to get there without being noticed?
I wouldn't know. I was sweeping.
And they just took you. Okay, I'm so sorry.
Ooh, they are desperate.
We are going to go for tea later, and we're going to relax and have a beautiful time. I promise you, it'll be fantastic. I'll do it myself.
Reach over and squeeze your hand.
I'm going to assume that Kazric, since he's right there, can also hear all this.
Yeah.
What name should we ask for when we get to the church to be welcomed in?
Doors are open. You can just come in.
Okay, amazing. Are you comfortable going back with them, or do you want to?
I have to.
Okay.
I'm not the only one.
Ooh,
Into this church, but I'm so worried that he's going to turn back into a Leshen if they bring him back. I don't know what spell your leader tends to use. One of mine would not do that. So that's why I just wanted to know. Well, hopefully would not do that. I can only hope, magic is crazy. But it's just, can I come with you? Can you find a way to implore them to allow me to come
No,
with you?
you should do what they say.
So go to the Black Keep and find my way to you. I can do that. I want you to be safe.
I realize that you all are having a really important conversation, but it's looking a little sketchy. So we should probably, stop talking.
Okay,
However, but also, before you stop talking,
Okay.
just understand that if we don't make it to you in time and this thing happens, you need to get out of there. Because
Do you know what's happening?
in pardon, no, I don't give a shit about. No, I don't.
Deception
Sick as-
check.
Kazric doesn't know what's happening in pardon.
unless you saying I do.
Yeah, you were the one to find out that Lady Elsero is selling out to the elves.
Oh, see, I was hopefully just gonna tell this priest guy. Yeah.
Sorry, to let's roll it back a little bit. That is information that the party knows. That
Okay.
So he's
for my brain's sake, just because I know I'm still new to the knowledge of the church. Churches still have their own sense of authority. If they're in a city, it's because they're welcome to the city to do their thing.
Yeah.
But they don't report to the
correct. So they report
thing?
to Fantasy Vatican. There's 12 of them.
Thank you. That's just gonna be my. Because I know Sika would know, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
And so that's why I just.
No,
wanted to
yeah,
make
you're
sure.
good. The church and the state are very separated,
Okay.
and the churches run the morgues and the schools and stuff like that, and then the colleges are run by the nobility, the dragon rearing, stuff like that.
Sick is going to take a chance, and he is going to be like,
If I may,
yes.
this was a Kazric moment that he asked Kazric, do you know what's going on?
Okay.
And I just want to honor that, if that's okay.
Yes, sir.
But just really quickly,
Thank you, I love you.
Elsro is working with the elves. This might have been information, unless I'm just blanking. This might have been information that the parties knew.
You learned it by the mystic that was putting the
Saurus.
Warforged into the
Saurus.
trees.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm putting two and two together now.
You're good.
I'm like,
I
what? don't
admittedly
remember this.
have so much information going on, so don't feel
worry.
bad.
I guess I didn't write that specific part down. I wrote Cyrus. I just didn't say anything about it. She is working with the elves and the Warforged.
Yeah, the Warforged are made by the elves.
Made by the elves, but she's working with the elves for a reason unknown
Yeah.
to us.
So what was
okay,
initially
gotcha.
an invading force, they're actually planning to do a non-hostile takeover. They're doing a coup kind of, but like a structured, she's selling out the city to the elves.
Like they're giving them the land so that they can easily get on.
Giving
and
them
place
the
themselves in
city.
hold. Yeah.
Give them the city. Gotcha. Okay, this makes a lot more sense. Thank you.
Got you.
Get back into it. I think Kazric just. I'm pretty sure Halleck's mom is kind of a piece of shit. Respectfully. She's trying to. Is she working with the elves and the Warforged? Oh yeah. Again, the reasons I don't really do city stuff. Kind of bad.
Looks to Sika.
He's telling the truth. There
And if they-
more.
If they
Right,
want
sorry.
Halleck back, maybe they want Halleck to be like a Warforged. I don't know.
No, considering what we saw with the crafting, who knows what they want.
Yeah, they could be. Yeah.
Sika looks. Sika's just going to start tending to the wraps to make it look like they're actually working together and doing them, but like precisely. If anyone has anything to say, this is exactly how he did before. It was very pristine in how his wrappings were. And so Sika's like, yes, there seems to be a well-forged army in the ocean, steadily waiting for a command, and we have been informed that Lady Elstro is working with the elves. We can only assume if the keep is closed, she's being safe while they come in. That's an assumption. I have no idea what their goals are until we get a chance to learn
Or
more.
maybe that's where all the meetings are with elves and other things.
But if the elves are coming and the wild hunt is over there, and then not to mention Stormfather people, what's their name again?
The Inquisition of
the Inquisition.
Tempestus. Yep.
The Inquisition of Tempestus is right over there.
Pretty much, Pardon is like ground zero for a lot of stuff. So
The
I need
beams
to
of
get
light.
word to the Inquisition.
It should we trust them?
Yes.
That's all I need to know. That's the sincerity of your yes.
And
is
we
all
will
Sika
find
needs.
a rest in Raiden's embrace, one way or another. In the dirt or otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
He's a devout
Sick wants to help him really bad. He really wants him out, and so I'm trying to think of what I can give him.
I think
him
what
out.
Kazric just, as they're wrapping things up, and if they grab something, if his hand is open for just a moment, Kazric's gonna put a small little baggie. It's a very, very, very small baggie with something probably dark inside, some like granular things, and it's just wrapped up and like tied and just. Oh, I should probably explain. If you are feeling unsafe and you need to make a quick getaway, just throw that at their feet and run.
I'll make sure it gets put in the right hands.
And
no, it doesn't go in hands. It goes on ground. You throw it on ground. You don't want to put it in someone else's hands. Then that probably gives them first-degree burns or something.
I'm not complete. I don't understand.
Sorry, I just if
never
you
mind, he
are.
doesn't.
No, I don't
Okay.
understand exactly what this is, but
Sorry, no, oh yeah, it's my own creation. I call it a bang, but it flashes, so it's like a flashing bang.
It's
It gives you a lot of energy in a very short amount of time.
He gave you a bomb, sir. He gave you a bomb, sir. I'm so sorry.
It's not a bomb. It's not a bomb. It's more of a.
okay. At this point, you two need to, and my guy needs to make a performance check.
Oh, I'm fine with that. But can I give him my thing first?
Yeah. What's
Either one.
What's the thing you're giving him?
I'm gonna give him 2 gold coins. That's all.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. And so I just want to give him 2 gold coins. One, and the one that I want to give to him is for his church as a
Tide.
you know what you do, a tide. Thank you, as a tide to them, so that he knows it was from me and our group. And then one in case he needs to escape, so he's covered.
Thank you. He says to both of you. Thank you so much.
I'm so glad I'm a bard.
My performance was a 2.
Well, I rolled a 3 and I got you a 16.
I rolled a 2, which makes it a dirty 1.
Okay. Kazric. Or rather, Robin and Zito. No, you know what? Robin. Robin.
Okay.
While the conversation is being had and you're very focused in, you are very aware that Kazric and this cleric are being mad sus. They're being mad shady and not descript at all. And while Guildshot is intent on the conversation, he has been keeping tabs on the corpse, keeping tabs on it, and you might need to do something to ensure that this doesn't go over the edge.
It's fine.
She's gonna do her common distraction that she always does.
Okay.
And Darko is going to just appear behind her.
Okay.
I really think that if you are needing, help transporting anything, that like we could be a really good help. This is Darko, and just being like, look at my cool dog, look over here, look
got
at
you.
this thing, it's so bright and shiny and big. And she's like,
And at the same time, Zito has not broken eye contact with this guy,
Yeah,
nor moved backwards at all.
yeah. To
I'm
Guildshot's
just-
credit, he is kind of mustering his courage a bit. Robin?
I'm just like, when Darko like gets up in my face, I'm gonna be like bone, which is like our code word for like distract, like, and he's gonna go and he's gonna start like jumping up also on the Minotaur slightly, of like trying to like be playful, which he's not a huge dog in comparison to this Minotaur, but like it's a good cuddle. If you've met Entei, you know how Entei does like his body slams, like
I
is
love
that
Entei so much. Oh, how are the dogs doing? I gotta focus. We'll talk about your dogs later. I love Taylor's dogs so much. I got to dog sit for her, and I just was like, oh, I love you. I want dogs now. Yeah, he's not. He doesn't appear to be a dog person, and but it does a good job of him like taking his attention, and he looks to Robin and goes, "You'll be grateful I don't take damage from fire."
Me neither.
We must go.
So the half truth.
Yeah. He's gonna look fine one last moment with Zito and go, "Not a scar on your back." Good luck. Pick him up. Let's go. Cleric.
One more
straps.
thing. Wait. He's just like putting his little stamp sticker to make sure it's all of this. It's like, please be careful with those fabrics.
I will.
Thank you.
And a bit flabbergasted, a bit shook, a little off their balance. The enemy forces take Hollick's body and leaves.
And so they're gone now.
Yeah, and they're quick stepping,
Okay.
double
Guys,
time.
I would like to follow, or at least she starts.
Okay.
We get information. I have information.
Let's grab our first break there.
Okay.
We'll be right back, chat. Where's my BRB? There's my BRB. We're back with the honor guard for Lord Hollick Thorn taken care of. With them having moved back towards the city in a route that didn't quite make sense to what you know to be the direction of the city. The party finds themselves ready to set off once again, which brings us back to the question: are we going underground or are we going through the gates?
I'm following those guys.
That's right. Thank you. Roll stealth.
And I was calling for people to come back to talk to. So I knowing that she's upset with me, I don't know if she's gonna listen. But that's what
Hell
I'm doing.
no.
Yeah. But I can only hope that she would see everyone else going back.
14. Not the best. I rolled a 4.
Hang on. It's finally time.
Uh-oh.
You start.
I think before you got very far,
Yeah,
Zito,
It's the rabbit. You're gonna get taken. Be careful.
Zito would go, Robin. I can
She here-
literally see you.
Pass without trace.
That tends to work better if I'm not staring directly at you when you
Darkness.
cast the spell.
Are you actually casting all these
She, like-
spells?
Yeah. She like goes to try and like put her hood up, remembers that she doesn't have it.
What are you
That's fine. I
doing?
came here for your brother anyway, and I've got Storin, so
Soren's going with Robin.
She like looks back to like holding her brother's hand, and she's like,
What are
You're
you
gonna
doing?
bring your brother with you.
And
"That's not Trace was on him as well." Can I roll another stealth? Can I step behind a tree and disappear from Zeno's view?
you
Oh.
can break line of sight with the darkness you cast.
I have an idea. Sika's gonna shout, not shout, but like for her to be like, I think it's a great idea that you're going out alone. I approve.
Well, if Sika's for it, then I am as well. I love that you're taking this initiative.
No, this is a really dumb idea. Like, why don't you just go by yourself? I don't
I
get
swear to
it.
God, you shut up.
I got an approval from Zeno. Kasser thinks it's dumb. I'm still going.
You
Yeah, that's right.
pitter-patter after
I'm so
him.
glad you're taking my advice and doing things in my favor.
She chucks a rock at Sika.
I just like try again.
Robin, you.
And I rolled a hit.
Yeah.
What do I add to throwing a rock?
Oh my God.
Dex. I don't think you're proficient with makeshift
It's
weapons.
like-
so
Do I see her
like-
trying to do this?
It's like a dagger,
no.
right?
I don't see her. Okay.
+6 to dagger.
That's
Bro?
not a rock. This is a makeshift weapon. You just add your dexterity.
It's still +6.
All right. Well,
No,
there
it's
you
not.
go.
That's save. 2. 14.
What's your AC, Sika?
Well, it depends. Do I have enough time to do a cantrip?
No.
13.
No. It's 13.
Okay, so you're looking at the darkness and you go for a second jibe and you're like, what is that? It's getting bigger. Bah!
That's right. Yeah, throw those things.
You take a single point of damage.
What?
You take a single point of damage.
Single point of damage. Okay.
Robin's
This
gonna
is-
come marching back angry. She's gonna be like, listen, they are gonna do terrible things, and I don't know what they're gonna do, but they're gonna do something bad with that body. We can't
And
just
I'm gonna tell you what it is that they're doing.
It doesn't matter if we know what they're doing if we don't
It does
know
matter what we
are.
know. It does matter what we know because if we identify what we're gonna do before we go there, it doesn't make things worse.
Can't you think about stuff on the go while you're walking?
Can't you not just walk away from the group?
You're one to fucking speak.
I am. That's why I'm talking.
Kazakh,
kneel down
they're
next to
both just like
Kazakh during
yelling
this and be
in
like-
your vicinity. It's a lot. Sorry, Zito, what were you saying?
I'm just gonna kneel down next to Kazakh during this and be like, "Do you know where they're going?"
Just shaking his head. You could see that like the wheels are turning. Like, which bomb do I throw? Which specific type of one do I do to stop whatever's happening right now? And just kind of like leans upward a little bit. They're going back to Barden. They're going to the Church of Araden because I think the High Priest is going to be able to do what they get.
Okay, and we are going to go to the Church of Haradin.
Clearly.
Okay. Thank you. And then stands back up.
And so the party departs. Make sure you've marked those spell slots.
I did.
I almost dispelled your darkness. I'm like, I'm gonna let her still.
The tiefling and the Luminen continue to bicker loudly as they make their way towards the coast. And, God damn, that's funny.
on the way though, Sika would like to inform them the stuff again, just what he heard about the high level spell, and that everything is shut down. The Black Keep is shut down. Apparently, only people who are specifically invited can get in there, so that should be okay for us. But we should probably get to the church because it's probably going to be the only people who may be on our side.
Also, Zito, you have a whole other friend in a whole other church by the name of Task, as a reminder. Okay.
Don't you also know a witch or something in this city that?
Well, that's what we were
you want
originally
to
going
speak
to. We were going to the witch lady.
Yeah, Amethyst is there, I hope. And I was hoping, and Kazric, that you wouldn't mind sharing with me the dragon stuff that you collected for me, but also anything else that you may think would be okay to part with because of the reward that she will offer us for our magic items. And who knows, there may be something else if we have something even rarer. And this is more directly at him because I don't know if the other guy's with us, so he's being more direct only with Kazric.
Oh yeah, I can show what I got. I mean, I obviously need some to like experiment with, but
Of course.
yeah, whatever. Yeah, I got stuff.
The only things I would hope for is the stuff that you collected for me, but if anything else is just whatever you.
Oh no, yeah, we got the dragon parts and some stuff. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you like to come with me to meet Amethyst, and if it just for a quick stop before we go to the Black Keep?
I thought that was what. To be fair, I thought that was the original plan, and then this just happened.
You can do, guys. We can do both. We got
I'm just role playing.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I mean, well.
Wow. Let us have this moment.
One of the 3 pillars of this game. I can't believe it.
Is Robin hearing this conversation, or are you guys whispering to yourselves amongst?
If you're close by, you're of course, but like I'm just trying to make sure the other guy doesn't hear, just because, that's all.
And Amethyst is the one that can that we're thinking can fix.
We're hoping to fix the leshenness, but now the body's there.
Oh, the leshenness or Soren?
I thought.
Soren. Soren, yes.
not
Soren.
Russian, yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
I got
okay.
my brain's broken up.
Yeah.
Then yes. No, you're good. So Robin is like keenly listening for that name. So even if it was like little whispers, she's gonna pick out, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm going too."
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Can I get like 3% more volume from Taylor?
Oh. Okay.
Just the reading says that you're a little quiet.
I don't know how to do that other than talking
You're
louder.
good. You're talking good right now. That one.
Okay. Yeah, Robin is very much just gonna be like, no, it's not like a choice, like you're gonna let me go. It's a thing of like, I don't believe if you are going to tell me the truth, if you talk to this person and she says stuff. So I am going to go on every decision made about my brother. Because before I was gonna go somewhere else. That's not happening now.
I could have just used that in the beginning. Well, I guess you can't come fix Nor. No. No, yeah, of course. Whatever makes you feel more comfortable, because I obviously do want Soren to return. But yeah, if anything, I would love everyone to come, because then you can make the choice of receiving the gift personally. And
Can I ask a question? Obviously, we're walking and talking. Robin, what happens if you don't get Soren back? Have you in my tribe, we think of the extreme good and the extreme bad. We think about like if we try like a druidic ritual or we like go to a space, we just try to think about all the bad options so we can be prepared for them. Have you just like thought about how you're going to go for it if this witch can't help?
Nope.
If this witch can't help get Soren back, then we simply find a different witch that can get Soren back.
Well,
I like that plan. That plan sounds good.
That's a very good way of thinking. I'm just like, with this Leshen thing, there's just a possibility that it can't be reversed, is all.
Well, if it comes to it, we can simply ask Amethyst if she knows of someone who may, or if it's even possible. Considering the style of magic that I've seen around her area, I'm sure that she may have I'm confident. I'm not going to be sure, but I'm confident.
I'm not trying to be, what's the word? A pest? I'm not a pest.
No.
A pest.
Pessimist.
That. I'm not trying to be like, someone who's like a Debbie. I don't know why the name is Debbie. They're just downing stuff. But it's probably good sometimes to Mentally prepare.
Kazrek, I understand what it is you're meaning to say here, but what I'm saying to you is that it is simply not an option for us to not get Soren back.
The laws of the natural universe could say it is. That's all.
The natural universe will have to wait.
What were you saying,
I need
Robin?
this man to read my contract.
I turned into a seahorse. There's nothing natural about the universe.
That's actually pretty natural. We are just. I'm going into a space that I don't really care to think about. Just, I don't know. I just thought I'd say that again. I don't really have the tie to pardon and all these other things that you all do. So I'm just hoping that you all find what you need, and then I'm here to help, or blow things up, or.
I have a feeling that blowing things up will absolutely be necessary, especially if we can't find wherever it is that they took Holic, because I think they're going to do something bad with Holic. So bombs, I feel like, will be very necessary.
We know where they're taking Holic.
What?
We just said that. You missed.
I think you were having a
Careful.
a Robin moment. You may take that however you wish.
I'm done talking to all of you.
Poison all of you
Walks
in your
forward.
sleep. It's just waxing eloquent on and philosophizing and arguing. The party moves towards the city, and soon the sounds of the harbor city of Pardon come into earshot. And following the coastline, before you guys get there, Ilan Ryx is going to turn and say, all right, I think this is where we're going to have to part ways. I will not step in that city.
I don't blame you.
I'm going to see if I can hire a fishing boat to move me somewhat closer to one of the bridge's outposts. Anything I should pass on to our Lord Braylor?
We're on our way. Hopefully. We hope to be there.
I think on a technicality, I have to bury him eventually.
I'm sorry?
It's a weird Fey thing. It's probably best for him to know that it is coming, and also know that I mean no harm, and also know that I have found many loopholes in this Fey, you can say, trap with an asterisk or a quotation mark around it, but let him know at some point I do think that I have to physically dig a hole.
I'll have him start importing some dirt.
And I'm coming to talk to someone about tea, and I hope that he will help me.
Okay.
Ilan knows about Soren and that we're trying to get Soren back. Okay. Robin's also gonna go. Also, if what we're trying to do doesn't work, I think Braylor has someone called like Marin Fold or something that might be able to help us. So if you can spread that message, that's the kind of a little bit of what we're dealing with, and if we show up and haven't been able to solve the problem, that maybe that would be helpful. Or if he knows anything and you can send us a message before we try and do what we're doing, that would be really helpful. Thank you.
I will pass that along.
Thanks.
And you have all made a ferocious ally of House Ryx this day. We don't forget things like this.
Well, let us hope that I never have to call upon this treaty.
Bye-bye. He's gonna head off and start talking to various fishermen by the beach.
I wanted to ask you something, due to something from far back that I just want to make sure my notes are correct on. Braylor did offer us the gift for helping out at that time. and people took. Robin was trying to get her title, and since I want to confirm, I asked for a favor, and he did grant that he would help me in a favor with stipulations in the future, right?
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you. Just want to make sure that I wasn't like losing it in my note because I couldn't see it.
I don't think Ilan knows that the party has a dragon egg.
We gave it to
We
him.
gave it to him. He
Yeah.
has it.
Doing my
He has
best.
it wrapped in
My
like
apologies.
a cloak.
Yeah.
He has
I
the
would've
cloak.
loved-
That's right. That's
I
right.
would have loved to give that to Amethyst.
And he has the armor still because it was too heavy for Robin
That's
to
right.
put on. So she was like, I don't want it.
That's right. Thank you. My bad. Okay.
And and I should also say, in the time that we were walking, Kazrick would have been. You all know that every now and then he goes into his pouches and speaks with Reggie in a weird language that doesn't really make sense. Exactly, it's a bunch of that he doesn't need to say out loud, but he does anyway. But just in case we need it, I'm going to create a truth serum.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it'll be necessary, but just in case, I can use 2 of my reagent dice. Oh, that's not that. There we go. To do that. And I probably should go into Pardon full up, so I will also use my. You'll see him twist his ring, to get some reagent dice back. But that's it. Oh, perfect. There you go. Yeah. And also, actually, that's totally looking at chat. As he's doing that, he's going to see where the hell Locke is.
Yeah. Locke is ever staying close to Kazrick. And as you turn to regard him, he's looking at the city with some eagerness, and has begun petting the mouse that is Hellevathea.
That's fair. I think Kazrick probably puts 3 and 3 together. It's not 2 and 2. He needs to like really understand for a second. That's one more part to that equation. Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. And he'll just so we're gonna do a lot when we get here. And are you okay with that? I feel like there's a lot going on.
I'm hoping to look in on a friend. I was supposed to bring her medicine a while ago. So hopefully I can scrounge up some more and bring them to her. Hopefully.
What medicine?
It's like some episode 3 stuff.
It's
Yeah.
she gets she doesn't like to be outdoors, and she's homeless. So it's stuff to help her calm down.
I gave that medicine to the innkeeper, to the bartender, to try and make sure that he would get it to her.
Yeah. I need to make sure that happened. So I might go my own way if that's all right.
Is this something that I can try to make? I don't know what
Sure.
ingredients it costs, but I can find stuff pretty good. And if this sounds like it's important to you, and I think it is, you don't
She
want to
helped me.
risk that this innkeeper looking at Robin messed up. So if I can try to like recreate it, I can do that for you. Otherwise, up to you. I
think it's called Drop Willow. And I'm not sure what all goes into it.
have I ever heard of this?
Make a history check.
Have I ever heard of this?
Make a history check.
I have never heard of this.
Would my natural philosopher ability come into play with this?
I think
To
it
say
would.
what this is for the chat, I could add half of my proficiency bonus rounded up to any ability check you make to identify herbs, potions, poisons, and or other
Oh, cool.
alchemical substances. And if this ability check already includes your proficiency bonus, you add this bonus in addition to your normal proficiency bonus.
Sure. One of the core ingredients is not native on Pardon, so you might have to visit an apothecary or something like that.
Fair. You said a history?
Yeah.
So I will add an additional 2 to this. So this will essentially be a plus 10. 21.
21. And what'd you get, Robin?
15.
15. Robin, you've purchased Drop Willow before. It's pretty expensive. It's used in high doses for like surgery.
Oh.
But in low doses, it helps calm the nerves and
Good to take before a heist.
maybe, yeah. Kazric, you are familiar that all the other ingredients you would need you have already on you. You got to mix it in with like a health potion as well.
So sorry, I have every ingredient but
the
actual drop
one
Willow?
that's not native to
Gotcha.
Pardon.
And potentially, is there a chance that this witch, is she like a natural witch, or is she more of a arcanist, or
From
based on her like wanting to collect stuff? I'm curious if she has like
she's more of a fancy shopkeeper.
fancy shop. Okay, gotcha.
But if she's a witch, she should know her stuff.
Okay. Then I think and you all see that like Kadric finds joy in a lot of different things, but when it comes to creating like potions and working the natural to benefit or help someone, you can tell this is where he gets a lot of his joy from. So you see him like going through all of his stuff. Actually, what you probably see him doing is getting like a small little baggie and like putting like different small things inside of it, because he knows he has all of the other ingredients for what he's talking about. But as he goes, okay, and he like ties it together and puts that in a separate spot and says, okay, they've refined the drop willow. Again, it's not native here. I can make this for you. Because also, and he pulls out a health potion that he already had made. Because I guess probably got to combine the things, but if you want to go alone, but
a specific kind of treated willow bark.
Yeah,
is the missing ingredient.
Thank you.
And the willow bark itself needs to be treated in a specific way that like it's got to be like cured with like pepper, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes, man.
Right.
Oh, never mind, Ben. You looked like you would, and then held.
And he'll just say, if you want to, if you need to step away, that's also okay. I can also just see if I can find anything, and then I can just make it for you.
Hands you the mouse. Thanks again, Kazric.
So tempted to hand it to Reggie, but doesn't. Just puts it in his head, puts it on his head.
Thanks again,
yeah.
Kazric. You've all taught me a lot, but you saved me.
To be fair, I thought you were dead, and I tried to like see if you weren't dead, but then I guess that does count as saving. Well, you're like one of the first people I ran into when you turned into a tree, and then all that stuff happened. So,
Yeah.
It's. I have a weird desire to protect you. I can't really say why. I just do.
I don't know if I've ever had someone like that. I thought I did. So, that means a lot to me. I think things are a little intense in Pardon, and once I get my things in order, maybe we can meet up on the bridge. I assume you guys will eventually head back towards the mainland.
Okay. Well, if you hear a bomb or an explosion, you know where we probably will be. And if I don't think this will be the last time we see each other because things shouldn't go hectic here, but
I don't think
just
so
be
either.
safe.
He's gonna give you a big
Stop.
hug. He's a sudden hug.
Oh, I think Kazric, like, unnaturally, or not unnaturally, he didn't realize how quickly his own arms just, like, wrap around. And this is where that other non-goblin side of Kazric comes out, because it is a strong hug. It is like, I mean, he's always had a level of, like, strong physicality, but like the arms are like bulging almost. That's how, like, tight he's holding him. But then he like lets go just as quickly, goes back to like neutral stance. Okay, well, we'll see you.
I think the book found its way into the right hands. He's gonna turn and head off.
Bye, love.
I think.
I will see you again.
How old is Locke?
And he's it's hard to put a beat on it.
Young.
Yeah, he's young. He's
I mean-
like 14, 15.
About 14. Oh, he's a young boy. Okay.
Yeah, he's a little dude.
Yeah, I think that's he just watches him. Yeah, he feels like very protective. It's worried about him going off alone, but will let that be because he knows that Locke more than anyone suddenly disappears in many different spots, so he'll probably be okay. But then he'll like.
You'll feel Zito's big hand on your shoulder, and hear they just grow up so fast, don't they?
Yeah. You know, I'll kill somebody for him. I'll kill you for him.
Well, you can try. Come on, let's go.
Start to calculate how many bombs will be needed to kill. But no, he will definitely follow.
Okay. Into the city of Pardon we go. There's not a line per se to get through the side gate by the coastline, but as you guys are stepping up, the guard kind of goes, "All right, state your business and your names."
Zito Barbera. Business with Lady Elstro in the Obsidian Keep.
Looks to Sika.
I'm Sika, and yes. I also would love to see your stores, but yes.
Looks expectantly to the other two party members.
Kazric, traveling through technically. Also, I guess to go to the keep with Zito.
Writes it down.
Ash, I'm with them.
All right. You guys got in just in time. We're about to close the gates.
Oh, closing up for the night?
Yeah. Insight check.
Ooh, that's a forever close.
18.
There's he lied. And
You're a liar!
and you register he lied, but then that additional like unnerve like settles on you as they do close the doors behind you. So he wasn't lying about that.
Is there room in the inns, or do we have to leave once we're done our business?
I don't understand the question.
Oh, Sick is trying to see if they can leave. Even though the gates are shut.
Of
Yeah.
course. But do find we have many fantastic inns. I don't think we'll disappoint you. Enjoy your stay in this fine city of Pardon. And he pointedly turns away, walks away.
Damn it. I was trying to see if he could help me find the card lady. The lady gave me a card to play the wizard's chess thing.
You can yell out, or you can ask around elsewhere. You could ask.
I'll
you
ask
can-
around elsewhere. Yeah,
Okay.
he left. It's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
We
So Sick, Suzuki-san was like, should we go to Amethyst first? Because it sounds like we may need an abundance.
We should end at the keep if we're actually going to the keep. Because I don't think we'll be able to leave the keep once we get into the keep.
I agree.
I agree. I agree. The wording really confused me for a second.
All of the gears just turned for a minute, and then we all went, yeah.
All right, everyone roll
I
me a
am not
D100
worried about
as we start
leaving
moving
the
through the
keep.
city
I
streets.
simply just don't want to go.
A D100?
Everyone roll a D100 as we move through the city streets.
I need to get a D100 instead of just rolling 2 dice.
95.
95?
Slay.
The heck?
95? No, it's a 29. But
That's a 9.
That's crazy.
What'd you get, Sika?
Sorry. 29.
Wait.
Wait, actually?
Wait.
Yeah.
So we had 2 95s and 2 29s?
Yeah? Do you want me to take
That's
a picture?
wild.
No, I believe
That's
you.
wild.
Oh, okay.
I'm taking a picture.
That is wild.
Crazy.
All right, moved him.
Sorry, Josh came with food, so I didn't hear what everyone got. So I was like, what?
95, 95, 29, 29.
What does that mean? Oh, did we just destroy Feff?
Well, you've confused him for sure.
Is that a
Do you need
bingo?
us to re-roll?
No.
Is this a Feff can't do math?
Rollsies,
No,
rollsies
it's-
between the
Is
numbers.
this
Usually, there's just one thing happens to one person who rolled something, but if 2 people and 2 people, then
yeah. Mm-hmm.
As you guys are moving throughout the city,
So Feff, you were totally cryptic today. Sorry, continue.
I do that a lot.
Oh, I don't have that one on my bingo card.
I need 1 for bingo. 1. I've not gotten
No.
bingo the time playing this. Continue.
Not
What was I
even
cryptic
close.
about? I'm sorry, never mind.
I think Guild Chat has been cryptic. I think for a little bit, the cleric guy was a little cryptic.
Okay.
The way
I'll
you
give you Guild
described
Shot
the
was
shit,
pretty cryptic.
I'm like, yeah. Sorry, continue.
Let me explain the city a bit. The city is on the coast, and therefore this massive port city, the colossal bridge.
map?
Hmm?
Do you have a map?
Not of the city.
City
I
proper.
feel like
Okay,
a
no worries.
spiral going up.
It's more like a half bowl. Kind of in these tiers with various stairs going up into various parts. Higher you go up, the nicer it is. The lower you go, it's pretty shady. It's pretty shady. As you guys know, this place is a bit on the corrupt side, with many people kind of staying out of the way, not making eye contact, and as the party is moving through the streets, there's a smell, a wonderful smell. Robin,
Yeah.
Kazric, what's y'all's favorite food?
Oh,
Caramel corn.
Okay.
I think we asked this before. I think he enjoys a nice hearty stew.
Okay. I don't know
but
how to mix those
specifically-
together. Actually, I do know how to mix those together.
Well, I'm gonna make it hard for you, because it's not just like a beef stew. I think it's like catch of the day stew type of vibes, like whatever the tribe caught that day, at least for the group meal days, and made that like nice hearty. It could be like rabbit, it
I
could
got
be
you.
like deer, it could be whatever, but
it's
just
the
that.
smell of roasting potatoes and carrots. And
Yeah.
Robin likes caramel corn because it means the carnival is in town. Or festival.
Okay. 2 different smells.
Sorry.
Robin, the child in the child side of you smells caramel and brown sugar and toffee and these beautiful, wonderful smells. And on one side of the street, you can see this peddler who's got kind of his food wagon out, and he's got sweets that he's peddling, and he seems to be arguing with the person whose store he just parked in front of. And the smell that you love, Kazric, is coming from there. And as you turn, as the both of you kind of like Looney Tunes style, like kind of whoop, turn, you can see this this older orc arguing with a goblin. And the orc seems to be the proprietor of the sweet shop, the sweet wagon. And the goblin is telling him, just get away. You gotta go. You've gotta go. You've gotta go. It's not okay. I have a whole. You don't have a permit or nothing. This is you're getting in the way of. Sorry. You're getting in the. Ow. You're getting in the way of my business. I can move wherever I damn well see fit, and right now. This is where the money is. I don't give a shit. You got to go. You can't just park right in front of the door. It's idiotic. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
I think Zito, probably more than anyone, would need to make a dexterity saving throw to probably stop Kazaric from scurrying over. It's specifically messing with the goblin, who might be part of his tribe, might not. Not really sure, but it smells like home.
It does smell like home.
But Kazric is definitely like...
Robin's gonna look at Kazric, look at Zito, see if Zito's gonna get distracted so she can sneak.
Zito is not distracted, but Zito is also not stopping him.
Okay,
Just
absolutely.
Cool. Robin's gonna be like,
Sika, you were on a mission. You're so excited about these magic items that you've been told you might be able to trade in these things for, and then you turn and the party has stopped, and in 2 of the cases has scurried off to the side.
Robin's 100% gonna slide a hand some caramel corn.
Okay, so let's go to Kazric first.
Yeah.
Which was perfect because he's going to scurry over and just poke at the back of this orc. Just like,
What?
yeah, I think
I'll tell you what I told him.
I'm gonna say this in a different way. Move your large candy-filled piece of shit, or I'll blow it up.
Them's big talk for a puntable little green shit like you.
Reaches into bag.
Zito is standing
Pulls
directly
out.
behind Kazric.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, big talk for a okay.
Robin's like, I gotta get the popcorn before he brings it.
Roll your sleight of hand, Robin. Go ahead, Kaiser.
No, just reaches in the bag. He's not actually putting anything together, but he does like have the base of all of his bombs. He just says, we don't like being picked on. More importantly, we look out for each other. There's a big area for you to park your stuff. Just don't disrespect him.
Roll persuasion?
Sure.
Zito?
I was just, can I give him some sort of bonus because I am standing?
You can loom and give him advantage.
I will loom.
That is
got
a
a
natural
16.
20 for a 19.
Natural 20 for a 19. He's gonna look at you and he goes to like dismiss you, and then he kind of takes in Zito as well and kind of realizes that you're actively like sifting through your stuff. And he's gonna be like, whoa, all right, little guy, it doesn't have to be like that.
Oh, I know it doesn't. I really don't want to because we just got here. We have things to do. but I don't. You shouldn't mess with. We take care of our own.
Yeah, we take care of our own, bitch.
Gives him a thumbs up.
Outclassed and outnumbered. He's gonna move, tiefling. Pick up his cart and start lugging it along the way.
Just even.
Don't expect a cut.
No, I don't really give a shit. I didn't like his attitude. Also, can I have some food?
He looks you up and down. Yeah, come on in.
Are you from? I mean, it smells like my tribe, so I just wasn't sure if you were a part of. I know we all don't come from. We all don't, racist. But
He says in Goblin, you're from the Thune.
the few.
Oh
Whoa.
shit! I'm so sorry. The Thune.
Yeah.
Well,
gives,
yeah, you can come in.
Here's the sign. Is this our sign now? I don't know.
You take that back. Take that Star Trek nonsense out of here.
No. Yeah. We were. Our friends. And. Could they get some food? I'll pay for it.
But yeah, if you're paying, of course.
Oh. Yeah. like pokes at Zito. 'Cause I don't think Kazric has any money.
Sika and Zito have to like duck to get into this room. It looks like on the inside they've kind of redone the place so that they could sneak in another floor. Zito, you're like almost bent over double to get in here. You're a big one, aren't you? He says to Kazric as in Goblin as he moves to the back. Honey, get the back stuff. We've got distant relatives.
Yeah, I never really got why I'm kind of different from everyone. I guess they say I'm yoked, but I don't really feel like an egg, so I don't get it.
Say I'm yoked.
He starts a kindly older portly goblin comes out and goes, what are you talking about? Oh, damn. Oh, come on in, sweetie. Who's your friends? Make sure they don't do nothing too suspicious. You guys are all ushered to a table, and after a little bit more talking with the first goblin, the mama goblin, we're gonna refer to her, is gonna come over and just start gabbing with you in Goblin and just start talking about how her sister was married into the Fune, and they learned a few tricks of the trade from there, and she always thought the best of the Fune and is so excited to have a member step into their area, and just brings all the food, and
to let the other three have a moment in case they want to talk to the other goblin. Kazric absolutely he is the one who sits with the grandmas and the grandpas of the Fune and just listens. Takes it all in, just eating his stew. And it's not fake. That's the best part. It's not just trying to placate.
You guys see Kazric just light up, just there's a warmth, and the food really does taste like home. It's a little different. Some of the local meats are, different. This is very similarly seasoned, but there's some fish mixed in. There's some. It's almost a chowder, but it tastes very similar. You guys get a short rest.
Ooh.
Oh, sweet.
I get my 1 HP back.
Let's go.
For now.
The welt on your forehead finally goes away.
Love that. Yeah. It just to the big guy, to the other one, just to start conversation before he goes back to him. Have you heard anything happening here? Because we've heard some things are getting bad, so.
We keep our heads down in this town. It's the best way to go about business. Why? What do you know?
He points to the others who want to give the story.
There's also a brief moment where the two of the husband and wife bicker about making you pay for the food, and Mama Goblin wins that fight.
Yeah.
Just a lot, and there's a chance that you might want to unfortunately not make this a permanent home.
But we've lived here. I grew up in this building.
Yeah, there's just a lot happening, and that's not much I can personally do, but I just wanted to give you that knowledge.
We've weathered
Yeah.
many a storm. You eat your food and do not worry about us.
Have you weathered Warforged coming in and destroying everything? Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
And elves and things. Yeah. Yeah.
They share a look.
We've learned a lot.
Thank you for bringing this to our attention, son. Oh.
I mean, if you think you could survive it, I mean, we are survivors, so, like, prosper, but I don't think I would feel right letting, technically, tribe members not know.
Thank you. Dear. And
It's not gonna happen today, though, so, like, you can sleep okay. Maybe not tomorrow, either. Maybe the third day.
Oh, thank you, dearie. It's mighty kind of you. You eat your food.
Immediately just...
All right.
Zito, while seated just on the floor, like making himself as small as possible.
Yeah, you're like, just on the floor at the end of the table. Just the only way you can like sit up, and even then, you still gotta kind of hunch a bit.
If it is any consolation or help at all, if you make your way to the city on the bridge and let some people know that you are friends of Zito Barbera, you may or may not get some preferential treatment.
We don't stand for handouts, thank you. And frankly, we're not friends. He's cool though.
And that's okay too. Thank you for the stew. Just holding a tiny spoon.
Your acceptance of his "we don't take free handouts" seems to mollify him a bit. He looks to Kazric. I like your friends.
They're nice. We've saved each other, even though I don't always understand everything they do. I think that's natural.
You telling me?
Mama Goblin like, bitch.
back of the head. All right. A little bit of time passes, and they eventually make a decision to like maybe go on a bit of a vacation. And you find out that they have a kiddo, and the little kiddo eventually comes out with just real big, bright yellow eyes, and it hasn't grown into his ears yet, and so his ears are just massive, like big pointy ears, and he kind of comes over and he talks to you for a little bit, and if you tell him any of your adventures or tell him anything, he's just gonna be like, whoa, yeah, and then eventually you guys kind of wrap that up, and head your way to Whitweary's Whimsical Wares.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. And we'll just like absolutely go into like Zito's pocket and like grab a gold and just like not even asking, just like, thank you. I pay you back.
This is a good time for a second break? Okay, let's grab our second break.
Cool.
Bop. And a bop. All right, back into it. This building is ornate and purple, and it's kind of this spiraling, almost mushroom shape. And as you step through over the threshold into this building, there is a soft, beautiful chiming sound from a bell that you don't see, and immediately the air is cooled by magic. You can see a cat sleeping on a floating plush pillow, and all of these magic items are within these glass containers or behind these shimmering arcane walls, hanging on the walls. And as you guys step in, you hear, "Oh, hello once again, Sika. It has been far too long. I was beginning to fear the worst."
I was feeling the worst about you.
Amethyst weary steps out, kind of glides out. Her feet don't seem to touch the ground. Annie, if you could post a picture in the Discord of this beautiful black woman.
I'm so excited.
She kind of moves into the space, a little older, but just resplendent, rings on every finger, and just gorgeous. As she kind of moves into the space, the cat immediately wakes up and looks around. Sika, oh, it truly I truly thought I was never going to see you again. It's such a time. Please come in. Who are your friends?
These are my friends that I was talking about before. This is Robin, Barbara, and Catherine.
Hello, dear.
Barbara.
Barbara, well met. You're strapping, I would say, goodness. And she looks to Kazric. Hang on, let me.
Uh-oh.
And she looks to Kazric and says, in Goblin, "Well met. I've not met one of your kind. I've not had the pleasure. Please, let me know if any of my vocabulary is incorrect. I had to learn by book."
I can speak, and he's in common. I can speak the common.
She nods along. "Tell me of your adventures, dear Sika. Please come in. I will get the champagne."
Amazing.
There is, from the back room, she kind of says, "That should be all, thank you." And an individual comes out who has a hood up and kind of makes a point of not showing their face to anyone as they slowly move around the party and make their way out.
One of your friends?
One of my many friends.
Robin tries to take a peek.
Okay, make a perception check at disadvantage.
Wow.
So, Sika is going to relax with Amethyst and sit down and start recanting every detail.
Every detail?
Every detail.
Okay.
Yeah.
With an 8, Robin, you're not able to see under the cowl as he is actively trying to hide his face.
Also, can I? Only because the way it was said made me go, and maybe makes Kaiser go, when they said, "I didn't expect to see you again," how
You can make an
truthful
insight
was
check.
that statement?
You can make an insight check.
I was like, where are you? 17.
17. It strikes as just kind of lofty small talk, but there was a bit of, it's been a while, maybe something did befall you.
Gotcha.
But you don't see any "oh God, you're still alive," oh shit.
Yeah, no, I was
Yeah.
like, "Ooh, do they care?"
There's none of that. There's none of that you pick up on it with a 17.
Yeah. The only detail, though, as of this moment, is because of his understanding of trade, is he's not going to go into full detail of every item of dragon stuff we got. That's also to respect Kazric, and so it's just to say when it comes to that part, it's we found some wonderful remains that you may enjoy. And yes, I know exactly where your heart just went with that.
I'm so very excited, dude.
There are a few things, though, that I'm just really curious about as well.
I truly was hoping to see you again. So even though some people made me some pretty fantastic offers, I did manage to hold on to a few of the things I showed you.
Oh,
And
fantastic.
she's gonna wave a hand, and one of the walls of force comes down, and a few interesting items are brought out into as she conjures seats for everybody and a low table. And a unseen servant comes out with a tray of I'm trying to remember what the drink was. Was it
You gave me a tea. I think.
longleaf tea? Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, longleaf tea, and then some additional liqueurs, very very champagne-y, very rose water, very dainty, you know, very it's yummy to say the least. And she goes on and she starts putting things out. Immediately a scroll catches the eye, a very nice shield, a scarf, a strange glowing orb that's roughly the size of a like a billiards pool ball, and a knife. These were the things that you were interested in last time that I managed to keep my hands on, as well as, and I must go back. I'll be right back, dear. And she steps out, and you guys seem to be alone for a minute, though you do know that there's unseen servants in the room, as the cat kind of hops down and goes over to Robin, starts sniffing you.
I remember
the-
Amethyst.
Eyes.
Amethyst told me her name, I believe, right? I believe.
Colleen.
Yeah, Colleen, yes. And so I was just like, that's Colleen. Colleen Woodbury.
The cat is
Human name
calling.
for a cat is a bit
Woodbury?
peculiar, but
Hi, everyone.
Cat, my magic eyes.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
I should have known.
Yeah.
This really should be a bingo square.
I should have known.
You know, the magic eye specifically.
Oh.
This is a true polymorphed person
Oh.
who has come up and has smelled the abyssal dog smell on you and decides,
Okay. Well. Starting to care. Should we look around the room for
yeah,
like,
you look around the room. There are
Secret.
crazy arcane artifacts all about, and you can see the various unseen servants, as well as the floor has been transmuted. It is able to be changed in some way, shape, or form, and you realize that there's probably like a lower floor that could be accessed here through transmutation spells.
What?
The air itself is arcane, like you are breathing magically
Goodness.
conditioned air.
The very shiny room.
Yes, it is a kaleidoscope in here, and you have a moment of like,
I like it. Jeez.
I love how Amethyst looks.
thank you.
Oh.
Amethyst comes back with Hiccup, the
dragon.
no, a strange ring. And she brings it out on its own little silk pouch and adds it to the table, and she goes, well, let's see what you have acquired. And you said you've already kind of brought some of the stuff out.
The stuff that I was collecting myself, that I have rights to. I think we got spinal fluid, scales, teeth, bones. I think you said, and there was nothing fleshy, I believe, because there was a long skeleton, an old skeleton. But we did get marrow. I know we got marrow as well.
Okay.
From the dragon.
Yeah.
Good.
Everything that is brought to you, she brings out this strange scale, and it's got properties of identify. It's got properties of finding a balance that isn't immediately clear to you. It's not just weight, if that makes sense. And she did conjure that as well as she puts the various things you put out onto that, and she begins putting. Well, she asks you, "What are you interested in? And is there anything new you might be looking for, dear?"
I will always be looking for something new. For these, absolutely. I believe that each one would be good for my friends here, and they would be able to hear them and choose which one that they think suits them best for their needs. But I definitely believe each one would be great for them. For me, I'm looking for something. I'm having issues with the words. I've been very awakened to a new sense of energies and magic, and I'm trying to understand them, perfect them, and I was told to have patience. as he in his heart he remembers what Soren said, just the patience aspect. But I need more power.
Well, you've come to a good place. Something's on the tip of your tongue, big man. What is it?
Just thumbs over to our floating cloak of a person. Isn't this like the whole reason that we came in here for?
There's both. Yes.
Huh.
I'm sure your magic items are lovely. However, I have a friend here with a very particular literacy rate that I would like to get tangible again.
She's gonna get up and kind of move around Soren.
It helps if you have like a mirror item to see.
Oh, I can
what's
see the
going
satyr.
on.
Thank you, though, darling.
What?
He seems to be
She powerful.
trapped in there, and he's able to exert himself in our plane with reflected material.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Do you know, perchance, how this came to be, or by what magics in particular?
To my understanding, it sounded like there was an interruption with this person's entity that may have patron that influenced this. I'm gonna say defense, but then also he pulls out the Rupert's drop, and he's just like, this seems to react to him, and the sword that is the sword that is in his chest.
Robin at the same time will like touch and like try to pull on the chest so that it does the reaction, or the sword in the chest, just to give a demonstration.
The Sword of Harrowfall.
Excuse me?
Writing that down.
Harrowfar, Harrowfall.
Harrowfall.
Spell it.
Wow. Spell it.
Spell it.
Harrow, Harrowfall. Harrowfall.
Oh, I got it right.
Nice.
First I was hearing Perro, not Harrow. I got you.
Goodness,
Oh.
you have been busy, my friend.
I heard you looking for stuff. I got excited, and then next thing you know, someone important needed help.
That sword is worth everything in my shop.
Whoa.
Is that a sword that I would have heard of? Working with mage fingers?
Make a history check. I don't know if you would, but if you roll real high, I'll give it to you.
Hey, does a 14 minus 1 count as really high?
Did I give you advantage? Did I give you bardic inspiration after at any point in the past bit?
Nope.
Because you would. If I didn't, you would have it.
You had brought up doing it earlier, and I said no because you were busy doing other stuff.
Right. Thank you.
I don't think Kaswick has heard of this either. Correct.
I don't think so.
I mean, I have the
Wouldn't
highest
really fall
history,
into
but I
anyone's
don't think.
wheelhouse.
I don't think. Yeah.
That is the sword that killed the tyrant King Barst.
Ooh.
That is a king killer.
Is this why the leader of the Wild Hunt wanted it gone?
I'm sorry. You hadn't. Let's say you hadn't gotten to your wild hunts or part of the story yet.
Yeah. Apparently, they were trying to destroy the sword, but could not, so they kept it under ice, and they were able to separate the sword from the hilts.
Goodness. This sword cannot be destroyed. To my knowledge, I don't. What is the entity that did this to our friend?
That's a big question for me to see if I should answer it or not.
I mean, it's episode 18. You know.
It's true. It is our patron, and he touches to his necklace. That's the most I can give you on a sense of a name. As you know, sometimes patrons don't want you to tell us right names. But
Yeah, don't ask him more. He'll lie.
Men lie, don't they?
she didn't like the fact that I didn't answer the question with full details. It's not a lie.
I feel
Is
like
this
I
the
caught
first-
stray.
Crying. Is this the first time Sika has said out loud that he has some kind of patron? I think, but also they've been hinting into like grabbing the thing and doing all that. So I think it makes sense. I don't think Kazrick's like freaked out about that. I think he thought that he knew something.
Zito's still like, oh, Sika's just gay, and patron is a thing that Zito doesn't understand entirely. This is for sure just a gay term.
Just gay. You're not wrong, but still.
An entity powerful enough to break the King Killer's sword is a powerful entity indeed. Split it down the middle. Of course I'll help.
I appreciate this so much.
Yes, dear, of course. If I may double back to the Wild Hunt, as in the Fae.
Yes.
And how did that go?
We were able to make our way in. We saw some horrific things.
I imagine.
I saw grafting in its finest right in front of me.
Oh dear, I'm sorry. That'll stay with you forever.
It was interesting, at least, to see how it's done, to what I could understand. But to hear it is another thing. I've never heard someone make those noises before.
Poor dear.
I have.
I guess we did hear it just a bit ago, so yes, you have. So, but Sika doesn't know you're back. He's just making fun of it. But we found a weird way, which was to the Fey world, and they were. I'm getting names wrong. And there was. He looks to Robin, a meeting that happened in a private room involving the leader and a primordial. Not trying to remember the names right.
Eviosa and Lord Donade.
Eviosa and Lord Donade.
Eviosa was there.
Yes.
Goodness gracious.
I love having whispers.
I love the idea of just being Kazric being Eviosa.
Like I'm like side eyeing my notes. I'm just like, where is the name?
No, cats are probably like looking at the item, just trying to like not inspect, but just curious to know what they're doing, what they are. But
they were plotting, and there's also Whalley, who they were using the grafting magic on to, it looked like, insert him into his dragon.
Oh. Visceral. Apologies.
Oh, and I died.
Oh, yeah.
My dear. How was
Yeah.
it?
Riveting.
I'm glad you're
It was
still
loud.
with us.
The things I saw, I would love to talk to you about, because that's something I didn't think would be there.
There's a
But
lot
that
of
could be
fire.
another time. There was a lot of fire, that is correct. Among things that I may have to offer, if I can recount it properly, may have a spell for you. A dragon spell.
You're just one of my favorite customers, aren't you? My good dear.
Oh, also, and then just bag on table, doom. Here's stone cracking barbs. Kind of eyeball from cracking. More tentacles from cracking.
Ooh.
We got a beholder eye.
Whoa.
If you want, flick.
She takes it. Observes it.
Also, some of it's goop. It's very acidic. I was going to use it to try to make. I don't know if things really like acid or not, and I can just make a bomb out of it. But I can give you some of it if you want some of that. Oh, Halleck's teeth. But I don't think you want that.
Every time
Oh, like
Patrick puts
Thorn's
something
teeth?
down, Zito points at it like he's like the stone barb is like, didn't work on me. Points at the eye, didn't work on me. Points at the goop, drank it, didn't work on me.
Yeah, it's teeth. Well, probably it's the. Oh, actually, good question. I think this is his teeth as he was transforming, so it would have some of the monstrous property.
I would love to take those teeth off of you.
But you can have all of them. I can give you a couple of them. I also
I actually
experiment.
have not been bit by those, so I do not know if they work.
So I can't. The rule is you can give as much as you want to give, but you always keep some to be able to experiment and do things further. So I can't give you everything, but I can give you a good. If it's gonna help for payment, I think I mentioned that you liked stuff, so I was collecting things too.
I do like stuff, and my goodness, you are full of fun little bits and bobs, aren't you?
I
I can
know
also give you a bomb, but I don't think that'll do anything for you.
I know we're throwing a lot at you, and it may just seem overly generous, and sometimes there's things at the back end. But as I mentioned to you when I first met you, whatever your heart feels is of equal value or something of that sort, I'll happily discuss. When it comes to your shop, you're the only place I know that has exquisite and desired magics. And your knowledge, but also your friendship.
How familiar are you with covens?
I actually have some good knowledge with covens. Not probably to a pristine amount, but enough that gets me by for a few of my tricks.
You are being quite generous, and in kind I will help you with your satyr friend. But I would be remiss if you didn't take some of these with you as well, gesturing to the magic items. Tell you what, each of you, take your pick. Starting with Sika.
Are these legal?
Ah.
Are you asking me if my trade is acknowledged by the local government?
I'm not the local, but no, I don't really
Then what are you asking?
I don't even know.
Dear, drink this. And she's going to reach out, pull out a flask, and hand it to you.
I've seen this before.
It's not liquor.
Uh-oh.
Make a Constitution save.
That is a nat 20 for a 27.
Okay.
Nice.
A very, very calming sensation comes over you. And everything just seems okay now. Not overly so, because you succeeded on your saving throw. This is like the bare minimum of the effects that she clearly believed would be the case here. But everything is just a-okay right now.
Zito drinks and goes, didn't work on me. Also, I would like to pet the cat.
Be nice to Colleen.
Well,
May I?
that's
Maybe.
not a cat, though. Don't just pet a person.
Well, if it walked like a duck and it talked like a duck, I would call it a cat.
Zito,
as
hush
well.
now,
You
darling,
should
please.
still ask her consent before her. The cat's permission.
Robin, my dear,
What?
you are quite perceptive. And if I don't miss my mark, you've got a bit of druid in you, don't you?
I think so.
Tell me, dear, what circle do you come from?
I come from Cairn.
The cul-de-sac.
They're not really. They have like they don't have one. I should know.
Goodness, you've never been formally trained?
Nope, I have not.
Robin, are you familiar with the term fear the prodigy?
Nope.
It's no matter how hard you might work to become skilled in your craft, there's always someone, and she gestures to you, who is profoundly naturally gifted. I think you're destined for big things, dear. And of that, I am so sorry.
That's ominous.
Ooh.
she's also gonna laugh at that. She's gonna be like, I don't know. I want to do important things, but I don't think I need to rely on like magic and stuff to do important things. I can just do important things on my own.
I find it quite useful myself. Please let me assist you. And she's gonna return to. She's gonna reach out, look to the satyr, and be like, "I'll get with you in a minute, dear." And she's gonna go over to the.
That's the thing that I want.
We'll get to you in a minute, dear.
Okay.
First, I think you all should have a bit of help. Colleen, fetch the nieces. Hops down from the cradle that Zito has made with his arms and leaves the building.
They just grow up so fast.
Don't they?
What?
Robin, you are correct. Colleen is a bit of a prodigal daughter of mine.
Okay.
Who went out of her way to become a thorn in my side. So she's learning a lesson, a bit of a timeout, as it were.
She didn't accidentally do that the way that I accidentally turned into a seahorse.
No. She
Oh.
got into politics.
Ew.
These are my kind of people, Sika.
I sucked with them for a while for a good reason.
She hands the party a +1 knife of returning.
Hold on.
Cool.
Hold.
Oh yeah, I'm about to give you guys the some serious loot here for
Of
all of the
returning?
hard work that you guys have done, especially Sika in these past camp episodes on the island. Shane, you have done a magnificent job of A, garnering and gathering all of these things, but B, not being weird about it. Not being like, I'm only about the magic items. Like, you did a really good job. And so I want to reward you from as DM to player as well as the party. A +1 knife of returning. If you throw this knife, it immediately after coming to a stop returns to your hand. The hand that threw it.
Cool.
A orb of shielding, a D20 of a chosen element can be negated if the magic item is on the person's person. The element is picked at the beginning of at the end of a long rest. As you take the night to kind of be like, force please, or lightning please. And then if you were to take that kind of damage, roll a d20, negate that much damage. Now that said, it does not work for piercing, slashing, or bludgeoning. It has to be one of the weirder ones.
Elemental type.
Yeah. A scarf that gives the bearer +2 to their stealth.
What? Oh, stealth.
Yep, +2 to stealth scarf. A scroll of Wall of Force. A +1 shield of force damage resistance. And finally, Hiccup, which is a ring that will that gives you a reaction. If you are within your movement speed of a person casting a spell, you may burn your reaction to move towards them. I would say move towards them. You damn near teleport to them, but I mean you fly to them. You move through the space to them immediately and can roll to hit. If you succeed in hitting, that person is in effect counterspelled.
Nice.
It's
How
the
big
counterspell
are
of the martial
Zito's
classes.
fingers?
What's that?
How big are Zito's fingers?
Right.
I already have Mage Slayer.
True.
But
But
so
this,
as a reaction, if I'm within 5 feet of someone who casts a spell, I can use reaction to make a melee weapon attack against them.
What's
but
the
that
range?
spell still goes through. This would be a counterspell.
And it doesn't have to be within 5 feet.
Does it have a
movement?
Does it have like a can only do this once per rest, or is it? Oh my god! What
Nope.
is
It's
this
reaction.
range?
It's just your reaction, baby.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
That's actually, yeah, Zito, that's perfect for Zito. Because your speed is what?
40.
Exactly.
So if someone casts a spell within 40
is
feet of
glowing.
you, you can
Nice.
essentially hit. You also do the damage of smacking them, and they no longer cast the spell.
What if it's like a 9th level spell? Does it still?
Counterspell is counterspell, baby.
Okay, that's cool as fuck.
Dang.
That's a
You just gotta
nice
have your
item.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's really not bad at all.
It's disgusting, actually. And she basks in the oohs and ahs from the various party members, and she goes, I know. But this does not equal out at all how much you have brought me, dear Sika, so I will help you with your satyr friend. And then we'll call it even, yes?
Absolutely, I would love to know more about this sword as well.
Is a legendary item. It gifts the wielder access to that which only wizards can.
It makes you a wizard while you're holding it.
It gives you access to wizard spells.
A magic way.
It does more.
Why would the Wild Hunt be so very fearful of this thing?
You should be fearful of this thing. It also can decapitate people. It is a weapon of wounding, my dear.
Oh.
You can, if you are struck by this, you cannot heal. No god can heal you. You must take a nap.
You must sleep it off. No god can
sleep trumps any god.
Help, I can't sleep.
You said it can decapitate.
I misspoke.
Wow.
It is not the Jabberwocky Slayer. I misspoke. I apologize. I meant the weapon. It is a weapon of wounding.
Oh no, no worries. Listen, you said it was legendary, so I'm like, is it Vorpal? Because it's giving Vorpal.
It is not Vorpal.
Okay.
Alright, so it's not. So it wounds them, but it doesn't decapitate them.
Correct. Yeah, I misspoke.
You know
Apologies.
what else gives you access to wizard spells? Kidnapping a wizard.
It is also a. Well, I'll say this above the table. It is also a +5 weapon.
Jesus Christ.
This is the Kingslayer. Barst's Bane, if you will.
Is it just a sword or is it a great sword?
It can change. It can be a glaive. It can be a poleaxe. It does have to retain its.
It could be a hat. It could be a brooch.
No, it does have to maintain.
It can be brown.
Its,
It can be blue. It can be violet. Oh.
It does have to maintain its handle and blade. So it can be a knife. It can but it has to stay within the realms.
I
of
was making reference
swordy
to
bits.
the 1980s hit comedy movie Airplane.
Okay.
This weapon is fantastic.
It was made to kill a king, gifted by the gods.
I just need to now figure out a way to get the hilt out of this drum.
Well, all you have to do right now is sit back and wait until my nieces are here.
You're swell.
Thank you, dear.
I think this would be definitely even, but I'd also have another personal exchange after this. But we can talk in private. If you're willing.
Of course. I think I might need. I'm glad you came today. I was getting ready to pack up and leave. It's getting strange here.
This is where Sika would get to the point of not trusting the people of the town. Scroll up. Have her name, Lady Elsra. And she's working with the elves.
Oh.
And there's an army.
Oh.
And her son is turning into a Leshen, and they're trying to heal him and bring him back to life. And there's a Warforged army just on the ocean right there.
I will be leaving on the morrow. If any of you need access to teleportation magics, come find me before then.
Absolutely. Sika looks at the party. I'm sorry if I'm spilling too much, but it's just I know we can trust.
Actually, really quickly, do you have any components to your teleportation power? Because I can teleport, but not in like a magical way. But I'm wondering if I can enhance my teleportation.
She conjures the means needed for teleportation magic.
Does this count as my item? Well,
Sure. She's given you all this stuff, so it went from each of you have one thing to just take all this shit.
A smorgasbord.
and Feff above board, if possible. And obviously I can experiment with it. I just want to try to use this to increase how far I can teleport with my teleportation bombs.
So
right now I'm at 30 feet.
What is it that you are? How are you teleporting?
Oh, I could do it right now, but it's gonna be a little loud.
Well, that's fine.
Cover your ears. And
I
he
can
will.
teleport any one of you at least 30 feet right now.
That's not teleporting. That's throwing.
Have another drink, dear.
Yeah. And
I need this drink.
I made it myself.
It's absolutely fabulous. He's gonna enjoy it. He will be very pleasant on the future journeys.
He will get the things together, and she'll see that he has like minor variants of what components she has. He'll put it into the pouch. He'll kind of mix it together, and then just yeet it across, and then he'll just wait. And he will appear on the other side, kind of coming out, kind of coughing.
An alchemist. I haven't had an alchemist friend in a long time.
Like probably like write something up that probably got knocked over from the minor explosion.
You go to write it up, and an unseen servant is already doing so.
Oh, okay.
They're very helpful. They don't mind. They don't have minds. So.
But as you can see, I can't go that far, and I'm curious that if I perhaps have better reagents, I can go farther.
Well, I'm not
Maybe I
sure. The thing I run into here is I'm not sure what you might need to do so.
That's the best part. We find out. I like you can't learn unless you try. That is the definition of an experiment.
I like
And like
you.
in the smoke that's like surrounding him after he came up, just tries to write experiment in the air.
She's gonna like float across the room and kind of lean towards you, and in Dwarvish say, "You have so much potential in you, my friend."
He gets very confused as to why he can understand this. Yeah, just thank you. I think you're thank you. That he says back in a very broken Dwarvish that he doesn't know he can speak. Just thank you. I guess.
Unfortunately, experimentation, she returns the comment, takes time. And time is something I don't think we have. But maybe after all of this debacle, another time, another place?
Maybe. Or, I can just experiment on my own. And give you the results. I don't know. Or not. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Yeah. Above the table, she doesn't know what you would need. So she's not going to give you everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just conjure every single thing. You know what I mean?
Of course, yeah.
So
I
this
think
would probably take a couple
Yeah.
of days to kind of between you and her sit down and experiment with.
Absolutely, yeah.
Finally, an alchemist I like.
We'll scurry back over to the group. Just mark off that bomb, because that was a bomb used.
She pauses and goes, "What is Colleen tends to wander," and she's gonna. You watch her eyes kind of turn this kind of grayish green color. My dear, what is Oh no.
Oh no?
She blinks out. She blinks back. She doesn't blink out. She just, her eyes return to normal. She goes, "I'm sorry. Would you all care to join me on a bit of a venture?"
Yes. Well, me, I will.
Okay, wait, guys, okay. Listen, thank you so much for all this cool stuff and all these cool things. I would like my brother back, please.
And my sister is the one to do it. And so we find the nieces who aren't
Is
where I
that the
thought they
adventure
were.
that we're going on?
Is this involving
Yes,
when
dear.
you asked me about how
Okay.
carbon works?
Yes, dear. Come on. And she's gonna she's going to clap her hands and all the lights
Big
begin
Jack
to dim.
Sparrow energy.
Thank you.
Look, I had a dream of Jack Sparrow last night. This is crazy.
she's going to step out into the day. And as the party leaves, you watch the building corkscrew down into the ground until the door is no longer there. And she begins walking quickly. Someone like goes to like talk to her, and she flicks her hand, and they. She begins quickly moving through the streets until you get till about the city center area, which you guys have been to before, and she starts. You know that people are getting out of her way, until she gets to a crowd in front of a building, and she goes, "Move, move." Before the party is what looks to be a tavern that has been ransacked. And all of her whimsical nature drops. What happened? The guards came. They were looking for someone. They took everyone because no one knew exactly who was who. They took everyone. Where did they take them? The prison, assumedly, be underneath the Obsidian Keep. And you let them? Who are you? If you do not step away from me in this moment, I will literally turn you into a snail. Gentleman leaves. Exit right. Exit stage right. And she immediately walks into this place and looks around at this destroyed tavern, and she begins moving her hands, and the chairs and the tables all begin to come back into place, and she starts looking about. What in God's name happened? Connie? Coterie? Coterie! Two individuals step out of the stone, unmeld from stone, and they go, Auntie Amethyst, it was so bad. It was awful. And you can post the pictures of the two twins in the Discord for me, Annie. Thank you. One of them is kind of goth and kind of over serious, and the other one is kind of tomboyish. And they both look like they've seen a ghost. It was terrible. They came in and they just started throwing things around, and they were asking after Mum, and they wanted to know where Mum was, and of course no one said anything, so they just took everyone. They took everyone. And Mum. They put some. They put an anti-magic field over the place, and they were ready for us. They knew who she was, Auntie. They knew, and they put her in chains. They put these cuffs on her, and they were arcane cuffs, and she wasn't able to escape, and it's not good. Calm yourself, dear. Calm yourself, and get us some tea. She turns to the party. Bit of a snag. My sister deals with patrons and deals with primordial entities and pacts and the like and curses, and I've always left that to her. It was her expertise.
We need to get your sister?
We need to get my sister.
Okay.
So, just to be clear, the only thing standing in the way of me getting Soren here and me also going home is corrupt politicians who have kidnapped your mother.
My sister. And
Sister.
all politicians are corrupt, my dear.
May I know your sister's name?
It's not the cat. Is
Zito's
it?
gonna put the ring on and go, you know, I've spent the past 3 years as a mage breaker. And it has been quite some time since I have broken a mage.
Well, my dear, I believe you are going to get your chance. Sorry. Where's this name?
He'll put the ring on and he's gonna grab the shield as well and hold it up to the party and be like, anyone else want this one?
The what?
Puts it on like
The
Captain
shield.
America's shield.
Nice.
I'm okay.
I didn't. No.
So Zito has the ring and the shield. I'm assuming Robin will take the scarf for sure.
I really don't need much more added
Yeah.
into
No?
my shell.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I'm
it
plus
helps.
10. I mean, sure, if no one else wants it, but I'd say we give it to the person that has the lowest amount of stealth in the party to up the full party's stats.
Myself is only 3.
I have a +1 to stealth, but
We're just outfitting Zito.
Yay!
It's like they
I'm
have
sure
you
the
like
stealth
fold
stuff
it
is
down, fold it
anything
down,
that
turn it
Zito's
into a new
interested
tie.
I know that I would be interested in the orb of shielding.
Could the shield be like a bracer or something? He just doesn't wear shields. I don't think anybody in this group wears.
Yeah.
well, I'm proficient in shields.
But you don't wear shields. You throw them immediately.
I only throw them immediately when I enter second stage rage, and
you
at that
do
point,
immediately.
somebody
Yeah,
else
you
can
do
pick
that
it up.
immediately.
What you do
which
immediately.
I can pick up after Zito drops it, because I can also do shields.
I also am proficient in shields.
There you go.
I am a ranged character who doesn't hold things often. But I do have a very low AC, so getting a shield actually wouldn't be a worse thing.
We can.
I
come up
would
with
just like
something
the knife.
different.
Yeah, but that's the only thing
Maybe
Kazakh
throwing a
needs a
shield.
boost to his AC badly. But I mean, I'll
What if
take
instead of
whatever
the
is
+1
left.
shield of Wall of Force, it's the what is it? The animated shield, the one that can
Animation will be fine. What was I doing?
be a shield on its own.
Amethyst.
You can post the picture, Annie, of Struan Whitweary.
That's the sister.
That's the sister.
How's it spelled?
Strewin.
And then the kids were Coterie and
Connie.
Connie,
Cody
thank
for
you.
short.
Coterie and cutlery.
Charcuterie.
nieces.
I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna ask it. He's gonna look to Amethyst. I'm sorry. I will wait till everyone's done to think because I'm just got really excited. But is it okay if I take the orb thing?
Sure.
Okay. I'm just getting attacked by random elements all the time.
Robin, do you want the knife?
Yeah, I'd like the knife. I think it would be helpful with my sneak attack attacks from like hidden areas, because if I'm able to hide and do sneak attacks with that, I can cast spells from Darko now with my advanced bond with Darko. So I'd like to up my rogue attacks, and a returning dagger would be really helpful with that.
Hell yeah.
With the orb of
oh.
sorry.
I was just saying that then Kadric will hold on to the Wall of Force scroll.
Okay.
He's not a caster, so it's not something he's really going to use, but he'll at least hold on to it.
Yeah. If anything, I can use it as well. So it's what it is. What it is.
Yeah,
I think
he was-
Robin and I are can do castings and stuff.
Yes.
So,
Um,
when it comes to Orbis shielding, is there a cooldown?
No, it when you take that specific element in damage, you roll that d20.
Every time.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I like it.
We can put the scarf on Nop.
As I call it.
He's got a +6 to stealth.
Ooh! Sorry.
Nop is a rogue variant.
Pretty. Struan is really pretty.
Oh wait, I want to see.
oh,
Whoa.
nice. That's a black queen.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like this one, more so the first one, but this one a little bit. It's like a mixture of the Lost Empire of Atlantis and Prince of Egypt.
I can see it.
I can see it. Connie is the one that's been kind of blubbing and kind of like nervous. Connie is just kind of quietly there as well, just kind of watching the party with a blank face. Sika, darling, I am very sorry to have given you hope and then turned around and asked for help.
Sika places his hand gently on her shoulder. You have nothing to be sorry for. I know myself will help without a thought. And knowing what you have offered to my friends, I'm sure they would happily help as well in their journeys of help with Soren, which is one of mine as well. Do you feel that we may be having a coming battle?
I don't know, and frankly, I don't care. I just want to get my sister back and get out.
Well, we needed to go, unfortunately, to the Obsidian Keep anyway. So,
Perfect. We have a reason to walk through their gates.
Can we just go to this alley quickly? I don't want any prying eyes for something. I want to prepare us just in case.
She establishes a psychic connection with you. Yes, dear.
I wish to empower us casters. I have a trick that I hope could help, and if you'd be a part of it, and trust me, I think we could definitely take care of getting your sister back.
I'm sorry. What's your question?
I'm asking to go to a place where we can be not seen by people.
Oh.
In what I'm about to do.
We're gonna
I thought
go
it was
to
a private
secret sneaky stuff.
conversation.
No, yeah.
Waves her hands as the doors close. Anything you say in front of me, I hope you would be okay with saying in front of your friends and my nieces.
Absolutely. If anything, one of your nieces is more than welcome to join me on this. Actually, give me a sec. I think I make it 5, all of us. Oh my god, if this works, I'll be crazy. Yes, you, your nieces, Robin and I believe we can temporarily form a coven to help get your sister back. If force is required, it's only temporary. You have no commitments inside of it at all.
I'm afraid I and myself and my nieces are already in a coven. And it's not so simple as starting a book club.
With this one, it's simply a drink.
And that's where we're going to call it for the night.
I guess like the
I
idea.
have been planning this with Robin since day one, and, and the fact that I was like, Mister, oh my God, it's time.
So OMG, yes.
Intrigued. Color me intrigued. But not until next Tuesday. Oh man, chat, don't go anywhere. This raid will help me and help the people we raid. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you had fun. This has been Terraform episode 18. We just released a podcast. If you would like to go and peep some of the inner workings, basically me and my roommate Jared are the secret sauce, if you will, of my DMing skills is actually I go and I bring my ideas to Jared, and he asks really thought-provoking questions that help me expound upon stuff. And basically we've been doing it for years, and we thought, hell, we can probably just record this and try it out for a podcast. It is major spoilers for these 3 soon-to-be 4 campaigns, so the party doesn't get to go watch for the ones that are about Terraform, and I trust them. But that's out on Spotify and YouTube. It is called Insight Check. Go ahead and let me know what you guys think of that. I'm a little nervous because we're just kind of starting it off, but tune in for future episodes. And if you would like to get caught up on the 3 soon-to-be 4 weekly streamed campaigns, you can head over to the YouTube and do subscribe over there. It helps us out immensely. We're able to get that ad revenue. And join the Discord. Did anyone win bingo?
No.
I'm finding out did we break anything?
No.
Did we break anything?
Did the party break shit? No.
No.
I knocked something over, but it was righted.
This may be technical, but you broke the illusion of them not knowing that it was a cat person.
Unfortunately, because you didn't roll like shit, and no one broke anything.
That's what I was missing too. I needed Steph to roll like shit.
Honestly,
look at that.
I have not marked that one since I came back. You haven't been rolling as bad.
Dr. Gay got bingo.
Hey, let's go. I have had some I rolled 2 1s from a disadvantage back to back. I rolled 1-1, and then I rolled again later, and I rolled 1-1. It was mind-numbingly painful. But that's all
the
things.
episode with 2 natural ones on an advantage roll.
Good heavens, indeed. What else? I got a Patreon if you're interested in supporting me further. There will be earlier episodes on said podcast. Again, I'm Sir Feffers, the humble dungeon master of the Longshot table. It's my honor to have these amazing players. I am constantly just so thankful. I'm living the dream. It's great. Let me throw it over to Kazric.
I love that you're muted.
Hi, everybody. My name's Omega.
We need that on bingo.
Just, I'm always muted. Hi, everybody. Again, my name is Omega, also known as CritBard. CritBard across all social media channels. He, they, here. I've been Kazric, who is very intrigued at what has developed so far. Can't wait to work with Amethyst to see about expanding some of the things he can do. Past that, honestly, this episode was one where he kind of listened. He talked, but listened, and now is just trying to figure out what the next path is. And that's really going to be that. Though something that has not happened yet, once this is done, he's absolutely going to speak to Amethyst about the crystals. But
yeah.
Didn't need to bring it up right now. I will toss it to the other person who's not going to be a part of this coven, Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben Brainard, and I will not be part of this coven unless the coven is smashing stuff. Zito is tired. And Zito has been a really good boy. Zito
You're
has
right.
not been raging. Zito ignored war for a minute or two, and also tried to not kill a guy he hates for a while. And now Zito is really close to being able to go home. And if he has to break a few people to do it, he just might. You see, people are like eggs.
Sometimes you got to break a few to make an omelet.
Yes, Zito likes omelets. Anyway, that's it for me, Taylor.
Hi everyone, I'm Taylor and Tracy. I play Robin. She is about to be so angry if anything else gets in the way of getting her brother back. And she is about to go full demonic rage. And I have like, I'm excited for her to like, oh, she's about to tap into druid stuff if she finds that there's one person between her and getting her brother back. That one person will no longer be in the way of getting her brother back. She's starting to get mad, and she's like been containing all of these emotions throughout like this entire adventure, and she wants her brother back. She's like, okay, fine, we gotta get your sister. We gotta go into a place and get your sibling and bring her back out. Not a problem. We just did that. Let's go. Let's hurry up. Let's do it. So she's excited to be closer, but she's also getting more and more frustrated of like things getting in her way. But yeah, I'm just excited to see if we can, who we're facing off and who she can take this adrenaline and rage out on. To my new coven leader, Sika.
I love that so much. Hi everyone, I'm Shane Whalley. I play Sika, the College of the Road Bard. So he is so happy to be around Amethyst again because of all like Amethyst, who they are, and getting to see what they look like now and their family. Oh my god, perfect. But with all the stuff that's gone on through Sika and everything arcane, everything eldritch, everything magical in the sense, he's been feeling so lost and confused because there's been no one that he felt understood that stuff. But being in the presence of someone who does, such as Amethyst, has calmed a lot of his anxieties. And knowing that if he was to have something, well, hopefully knowing to himself that, and trusting that if he was to have something pop up, he would hope that Amethyst would, as with Zito, calm him down, or at least maybe have an answer, and help him with understanding what this thing that's happening to him after dying, the power that he is learning and awakening, but also hoping to develop more for reasons to come out in future episodes. And but now he's going to hopefully grow very close with Amethyst's family and Robin, and get Sword back, and hopefully stop whatever evil is about to come this way that could harm his friends.
All right. Was that everybody? All right, everybody, pile into this raid. I hope you have a phenomenal rest of your evening. I will see you all soon. And do check out the podcast. I'd love to hear feedback. We've already got the second episode recorded.